the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Minute Today USA Boxing, man. Yes, y'all. We back. That boy Coach Malachi Williams, the old boy, is back, man. We in the building, man. We got a little new angle right here on the camera, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon as well. Salute to the family, the New Media Today USA Boxing family. It is what it is, man. There's a lot of things I've been seeing going on the Chitlin circuit. I want to cover this topic right here as it relates to, the interview that, Deontay Wilder, he was on Kevin Hart show. And, he talked about contemplating just retirement. He's basically saying that he's accomplished everything that he ever wanted to accomplish. He went far beyond that. And, he's thinking about maybe retiring. Nothing has been confirmed. A lot of people was talking about it yesterday. The Pro Wilder channels was talking about it yesterday on the Chitlin circuit. I didn't cover it, but I'm going to add my 2 cents in on it today. So now, it is what it is, man. As a matter of fact, let me give everybody a round of applause. A round of applause for everybody. Round of applause. The phone lines will be open. We ain't running. We don't run from no smoke over here. The phone lines will be open. Anybody want to call in, they can call in, say what they want to say. The phone lines will be open. We're going to open them early, too. We're going to open them early as well. We're going to have to get the lights up, of course, but if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. But we're going to open these phone lines up early so we can get right into it. I'm looking over here. Hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Where's my damn... my mind went blank. I forgot what I came over here for. Phone lines, ratings. Anyways, wait a minute. Did I forget? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I know what I came over here for. Bro, this what happened. This what happened, bro. This what happened. I forgot what I came over here for. Let's see. Here it goes. I found it. Let's do this. Wait a minute. 41. I'm looking at some other stuff, bruh. I got a receipt right here. I was gonna drop today. I'm not gonna drop it though. I'm gonna just save it. I was gonna say that. I'm gonna save that receipt for another day. But let's pull up this interview with Kevin Hart. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give everybody a shout out. You know how we do it. We're gonna do that OJ the Juice Man style. I'm gonna read what I need to read, and we're gonna get right into it. Hold on, guys. Let me pull up what I saved. This is gonna be very interesting. You know what I mean? This is gonna be very interesting. Here we go. I found it. There we go. That's the receipt I was looking for. All right, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let's go ahead and give everybody a shout out, OJ the Juice Man style. Also, guys, I've been hearing a lot of chatter going on from these aerosexual YouTube channels. I have been hearing a lot of chatter going on for these aerosexual YouTube channels, guys, and they've been chattering for about the past, a little bit now. Some of them have an obsession with, shitting on other black fighters for black fighters in the name of blackness. We got to stick together, right? So, I specialize in destroying these types of guys. So, I have shots coming at aerosexual YouTube channel fanboys. I promise you, this is I am a professional super troll, petty troll. I promise you, this would be an embarrassment to the guy who you represent. It is what it is, man. The gloves is off. Y'all started it. I'll finish it. All of you. Don't make me no never mind. I'm gonna bury you. All right, let's get into this. Shout out to I'm gonna get on their ass, boy. I got to get on their ass. I got to get on their ass. Yes. That's what we say down here in Florida. Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Little Green Eye, the Queen, Little Green Eyes P.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey,
Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to my main man Punch Perfect Boxing. Shout out to who else we have in the building. Shout out to Halim. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Philly Fly. Antonio Rubio. Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to Big 76. What's happening, bro? Shout out to who else we have in the building, man? We have AV Sounds once again. What's up, my brother? Shout out to Boxing Troll. Yes. Boxing Trolls. Yes. Trolls don't like to be trolled. Hey, Boxing Troll, you notice that, bro? Trolls do not like to be trolled. They hate that. They like to troll, but they don't like to troll. You know what I mean? Try it sometime. Troll some trolls and watch what they do. Yeah, it's some of these channels. I got to get them. This ain't no shade. Ain't no shade. All in fun and laughs, right? This is all in fun and laughs, you know. There ain't no shade. Shout out to who else we have in the building, man? Shout out to Raw Boxing TV. What's happening? Shout out to Anthony Rubio. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Shout out to Will Sargentson. What's happening, fam? Shout out to Tupac 13. What the lick read? Shout out to who else we have in the building? Shout out to my brother Charles in the building. Charles, what's going on, brother? Shout out to who else? Open Door. What's happening, bro? Shout out to who else we have? Shout out to Frankly Sherry. Shout out to 702 Man Cave. Say what's cracking? Man, what's cracking lacking? What's up, bro? Shout out to CB3. Shout out to Adrian Big 30. Shout out to the Boxing Lounge. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Shout out to Steven 47. Shout out to Bruce Golds in the building. What's up, Bruce? Shout out to who else we have in the building? Jay Smooth. What the lick read? Shout out to, let's see, Killy Boxing. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Jeff Luciano. What the lick read? Mad Dog H. Shout out to George H. Shout out to Nebraska's finest. What's up, fam? Shout out to Fanboy Killer. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Efren Aguilera. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Eric. What's going on, Eric? Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to 702 Man Cave. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to the Queen. Bless 365. You know what I mean? He said, "Oh, coach, that show dedicated to me." Oh, no, bless. This is not dedicated to you. This is not dedicated to you. This is not dedicated to you, sis. This not for you. You know what I mean? It's to some shit I'm seeing going on, man, and I have to address it. I've been quiet too long about this subject, so I got to address it. I'm gonna get him. I got everything set up already too. Shout out to Joe G. Valdez. Shout out to Official Scoreboard Boxing Science. I'm gonna get him twice. I'm gonna drop a premiere video. That's probably gonna go viral. Pretty sure that's gonna go viral. I'm gonna drop a premiere video, and then I'm gonna do a whole show. Knock them all out the box. One show. Shout out to CB3. Shout out to Mad Dog H. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Steven 47 once again. I think we got. Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan. Shout out to Anthony Lopez. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Mr. Venom. Shout out to Johnny Cage. Shout out to who else we have? Boxing Troll once again. Let's see. Jose, what's going on, fam? Let's see. Help me. What's happening? You need some help. You need to go get it. Shout out to the Knockdown 305. What's good, fam? Let's see, man. Who else we have in the building? Shout out to Puerto Rican Ron. What's happening, bro? As a matter of fact, make sure this is okay. Make sure this is off. Let's see. Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to who else we have in the building. Then we got shout out to Charles N. Shout out to Fanboy Killer. Kelly Malia. Shout out to Juan Ramirez. What's going on, fam? Ramirez. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to let's see. I think is that it? Martin Ramos.
Hey, okay.
Rod Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
My main man Wayne Love Peacock. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Drumming Full Life.
Hey, okay.
And what's up, Coach? Yeah, what's Mr. The one Mr. Ham? What's happening? That's it. That's it. Justin Hayes and GB Guthrie, and I think that's it. Let's get into this. Been trying to now. If Deontay Wilder retires, he's contemplating it. He mentioned it on the Kevin Hart show. I'm going to play the little snippet so you guys can see it. If Deontay Wilder retires, what would he be remembered for in your eyes? So if you're a Deontay Wilder fan, I'm not talking about the fanboys. I'm specifically just talking about the fans. I don't have a problem with any fans of any fighter. Over here we are a fanboy free zone, right? So I don't have a problem with fans of any fighter. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of a fighter. Hell, I'm a fan of several fighters. Nothing wrong with that. Fanboyism is when you get so emotionally invested into a fighter that you become the fanager, the promoter, the promoter. You start going online, attacking people. You get easily offended. You want to, you talk like, just when you get overly obsessive, like this one YouTube channel, this dude hate Crawford, and he makes videos about Crawford damn near every day. But now I'm going to throw my hands into the fight. Of course I'm going to win. We know that. I never, like the Art of War, the Art of War, one thing I learned about the Art of War, and I had that book over there, I never get into a war or even start a war unless I automatically know that I'm going to win the battle. Never. When I get into some shit, I automatically know what the outcome going to be, right? I already know that. And I'm going to get into it. Yes, sir. So now, if Deontay Wilder does retire, what would he be remembered for, right? And what will the Wildettes do? Again, you notice I didn't say Deontay Wilder fans. I'm not talking about fans of Deontay Wilder. I'm talking about the Wildettes, the ones who go around yelling and screaming, the ones who go around worshiping, the ones who go around, attacking people, threatening people. I received my most threats from the Wildettes, to be honest with you, since I've been on YouTube. And I've been on YouTube, 11 months now. So yeah, those guys. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about those guys. Those type of the fans. This is not for you. I'm just going to ask, what would the Wildettes do? Right? That's what I want to know. Now, if Deontay retires, what would he be? What would Deontay Wilder be remembered for in the sport of boxing? In a recent interview, Wilder did with Kevin Hart, Wilder talks about the possibility of him retiring from the sport of boxing. And to be honest, who can blame him? Right? Who can blame him? Right? After suffering 2 beatdowns by Tyson Fury, it's hard to believe that Wilder would even consider going out like that. For me, I would have thought, his last 2 fights, he ended in a loss, right? He ended in a loss. So I didn't think that he would want to go out like that. But if he's talking about it, I heard him talk about it on Kevin Hart's show, then you know what? He made enough money. He has a whole bunch of money, man. He don't, he got what, $40-50 million. So net worth, something like that, 40 million. Something like that, 50 million. So he good. He don't need to, he more than excelled, more than surpassed what he was, what he came in the game for, right? So now, after, as I said before, after suffering the 2 beatdowns by Tyson Fury, it's hard to believe that Deontay Wilder would go out like that. But to be honest, in the fight game, the story always ends like this for most fighters. A lot of former champions, that I looked up to as well, when they retire, they go out after a losing note. Very few go out on a winning note. Ali went out on a losing note. Roy Jones, well, he had another fight. He technically he went out on a losing note, but he had another fight in Pensacola. He beat a guy. It was a tomato can. He didn't want to go. He went out on a win, right? A lot of fighters, they go out like that. Manny Pacquiao, a whole bunch of them. I can name, the list goes on and on and on. Sugar Ray Leonard, the list goes on and on and on, right? Now, but from the beating that he took in 2020 on Black History Month last year, right? To the savage beating that he took back in October of this year at the hands of Tyson Fury. It's no wonder that he's thinking about retirement. Put yourself in his shoes. You see what I'm saying? Now, Fury would have the bragging rights in this case to say that he beat Wilder into retirement. And to be honest, Wilder probably should retire. If you're thinking about retiring, he should just go ahead and retire, right? The only problem with that is that's, I have a feeling that when we go back and revisit history, they're going to say, man, goddamn, his last 2 fights, this 6'9" dude that they said was Pillow Fist from the UK came over here and beat him down and beat him into retirement. So if you're a Deontay Wilder fan, you don't want to see him, retire on that note. Maybe, fight, have a couple of more fights. Now he's not going to get the big money fight that he got fighting Tyson Fury. That money is dead and gone. He'll never get that again unless he fight a Joshua or someone like that. But but outside of that, he'll never get the money that he made fighting Fury. You know what I mean? Because the other fighters he may end up fighting probably on the PBC, they don't have a demand. They don't have a demand like that. They don't have a fan base like that, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So now, after the beating that he took back then, it's no wonder that he's thinking about retiring, right? Now, as I said before, Fury would have the bragging rights, and his fans and his fanboys, they would go on the internet, yeah, we beat him into retirement, yada, 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 yada. And then it's going to be the Wildettes versus the Gypsy Queens, and they're going to be going at each other, and that's what it's going to be, right? Now, as I said before, Wilder, he has made plenty of money. But the trauma that he suffered is just not worth stepping back into the ring. He almost got killed trying to prove something to his fan base and trying to prove something to himself, right? He almost got killed trying to prove something to the YouTube channels that rock with him, who he give interviews to, right? He almost got killed trying to prove something to the Wildettes, right? And now that he's had the time to reflect and talk things over with his family, Wilder realizes now that he has nothing else to prove. You have nothing else to prove, Wilder. You got the bag. You did good, bro. You did good. It was a good run, right? Now he's not saying he's retiring, but he's really thinking about it. I'm gonna let you hear it and you come to your own conclusion, right? Now, but what would happen to the Wildettes? Let's move on to them. Would they be able to heal from the news of the possibility that their king is thinking about retiring? And if he does retire, how would they cope? You see what I'm saying? Will they continue to be deluded? The egg waste, the referees, the spike water, the WBC boxing commission, the president, the autopsy revealed the dent, all of that. Would they still continue to be deluded, or would they continue to push the lies that they've been known for pushing on behalf of their king? That's the question to the Wildettes, not the Deontay Wilder fans. This is not to the Deontay Wilder fans. This is to the Deontay Wilder Wildettes, the fanboys. You know what I mean? Those guys, right? Now, will they continue to threaten people like myself who won't will they continue to threaten people like myself, right? Who won't get on the code for their king, right? They say, you ain't on code. No, I'm not on code. I don't even know what your code is, right? But they say I'm not on code. No, I'm not on code. You can have your code. Because your code and my code is two different codes, right? You know what I mean? So when they continue to threaten people like myself online, when they continue to do that, say they're gonna do this and do that, and I receive the most threats from them. I like death threats, really. Really. I can't make this up. I have the receipts for that. Now, whenever Wilder does decide to retire, hopefully the Wildettes will refrain from their wicked ways and stop threatening people's lives on the internet. I seriously doubt it, but all because they do not support your conspiracy theories, your lies, your excuses, and your race baiting narratives. Don't attack people because they don't support your conspiracy theories, because they don't support your lies, because they don't support your excuses, and because they don't support your race baiting narratives. That's not worth threatening someone's life over. Just want to break that down to you. In my opinion, Deontay Wilder should retire from the sport of boxing, because I don't want to see that man, Deontay Wilder, get killed in the ring like he almost did at the hands of Tyson Fury on October the 9th of this year. To Deontay Wilder, sir, my brother, you did your family proud, my brother. You did them proud. And you owe no one on YouTube anything. You don't owe no one on YouTube anything, Wilder. So you did your family proud, my brother. You have plenty of money. you're rich, and you're happy. As for the Wildettes, I am more than willing to step up to be your new king, since you have such a savior's complex. The phone lines will be open today. If any of the Wildettes want to call in and talk to the old boy, I'm more than happy to step in and fill that void for you, right? On Sundays, you know, Sundays is a show that we do called Church. And Church is specifically for the fanboys. Anybody want to come over and repenteth and refrain from their wicked fanboy ways, this Sundays will be your opportunity for me to cleanse you, right? We'll do that on Sunday, okay? Call in and talk to the old boy. You know me, man. We don't run from no phone calls. You want to talk to me? Talk to me. Call into the show. And I'll put the number up in a minute, right? Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Now, before I talk about it, let's get into this. Let me show you guys what our good brother Deontay Wilder, our good brother, right? He's our good brother. Our good brother Deontay Wilder, he's thinking about retiring. And he looks what I like about this, he looks very happy, my brother. He looks very happy, and that's good. He looks very happy. As you can see, Deontay Wilder is they said he's considering. Oh, let me see, can I blow it up a little bit? There we go. I would have talked about this yesterday, but I was like, nah, let's go ahead.
My goal in this sport. Absolutely. I told my daughter when she was 1 year old that I'd be a champion. I'd be able to support her beyond her belief. Absolutely. And I've done that over. You know, it's a lot of things that I've accomplished that I don't feel I have to, prove to anyone, because I've already proved everything. But should I push forward, give it a go one more time, or should I just retire and focus on the other things that I already have, other things that I want to get into? I have accomplished my goals. Absolutely. In this sport. Absolutely. I told my daughter when she was 1 year old that I'd be a champion. I'd be able to support her beyond her belief. Absolutely. And I've done that over. You know, it's a lot of things that I've accomplished that I don't feel I have to, prove to anyone, because I've already proved everything. But should I push forward, give it a go one more time, or should I just retire and focus on the other things that I already have, other things that I want to get into? I have accomplished.
All right, so that's it. So you heard it. I just wanted you to hear it again, so you'll know what he said. You know what I mean? So he makes a valid point. Like, if he's accomplished everything that he's set out to do, then that means that, you know what, man, once a person get to contemplating retirement, a fighter, more than likely it's time. It's time, because a lot of fighters, and tragically, guys, they don't know when to hang it up. Shout out to It's Ish.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We got almost 200 people in here. We need that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We need 150 likes for me to open up the phone lines. 150 likes for me to open up the phone lines. Shout out to the Axiom. What's going on, fam? He said, what's worse, the Wildettes or the bronze sexuals? You talking about basketball? Yeah, if you're talking about LeBron James, yeah, I don't know, because I don't watch basketball. I don't really watch TV. I don't really watch TV, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know who's worse. I don't know who's worse as relate to that. I never received any death threats from bronze sexuals, because I don't operate in that sphere. But I'm pretty sure if I did, they probably would threaten me as well. You know what I mean? So, but you know how it is. The one Mr. Ham, he said facts, coach. That's why I feel that he will retire. Yeah. If he retires, so my thing is GB Guthrie, he said, if Wilder and Spence both leaves, the LDBC will be hanging on to Tank for dear life. And let's see. Space Wolf says that he has no legacy. Should try to unify. Okay. Halim says, me personally, Wilder can go F himself for the disrespecting Mark Breland. Yeah, the Mark Breland thing was what triggered me, to be honest with you. I could have lived with damn near anything. Well, and I probably couldn't live with anything else. But the Mark Breland situation, you know what I mean? You fired the brother and accused the brother of doing all kind of stuff to you. Like, and I know a lot of, I talked to Buddy McGirt. I spoke with Tommy Brooks. I spoke with Hasim Rahman. I spoke with Junior Jones. I spoke with Chop Corley. A lot of these guys I spoke with, and all of them said, like, I gave Mark Breland high praises. But I don't want to relitigate the past. The past is the past. What was said, and it is what it is. You know, that's why I can't get into the fake. We got to support black fighters and coach, all you do is talk about black fighters. But the same people who accuse me of talking about black fighters, they tear down black fighters. They tear down the Anthony Joshua's, call them racist names. They tear down the Terrence Crawford. Last time I checked, those guys was black. So all they do is attack black, then they accuse you of doing the same thing that they doing. And then when you show them their hypocrisy, they get upset and want to try to make it something else. And it is what it is. But I'm throwing my hat into the ring. I'm going at these aerosexuals and I'm going at them hard. I'm not going to play with them. Going straight for the jugular. The aerosexuals, I have you guys in my scope. You aerosexual YouTube channels, I have you in my scope. I got you. Phone lines will be open too, just in case you want to call in and talk. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365 for dropping that quarter of a damn dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Bless says, Coach, we got some Breland fanagers in the building. Yeah, you know what, Bless? I'm gonna be honest with you. Mark Breland is really not really. Now he was not Bless. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was a bad boy when he was a fighter coming out of the Olympics. I think he was the baddest. He was probably the baddest fighter we had on that Olympic team, 1984 Olympic team. I think it was him, Mildred Taylor, Pernell Whitaker. Let's see, who else was on there? Was it Tibbs? Vander Holyfield. That was a mean class that came out. You know what I mean? So, but you say some Breland fanagers. Who being the fanager for Mark Breland? Hey, Bless, do they need to see? We probably need to put up the commandments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. We need 200 likes. We got 220 people. We need 200 likes. He said that Wilder return hurts a lot of YouTube viewership. His name in the title, for good or bad, is easy 10,000 views. Especially for those pro Wilder channels. Those pro Wilder channels, they ate good off of Wilder. You know what I mean? Since I haven't dropped a video on Wilder in a while, so since probably since a couple days after, since a couple days beat Uncharted after he got beat. I would say maybe like 4 or 5 days. I haven't dropped a video and I've been doing well. I still been doing well. Like subscribers is, you know what I mean? Still been going through doing what it's doing, and it's only been 11 months for me. We'll be at over 9,000 before this month is over with. We'll be at over 9,000 subscribers. In 11 months. So the end of this month, I started my channel December the 31st of this year. So by the time I hit the December 31st, we'll have over 9,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure of that, right? So yeah, but I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying, right? They're gonna have to hook that wagon up to another horse. Jay Smooth said, my question is, why didn't Mark Breland help Wilder fine-tune his boxing skills? No, hey, guess what? Mark Breland tried, but everyone who knows the Wilder situation, even Malik Scott said, Wilder is very stubborn. He's very stubborn. And Mark Breland said that he couldn't teach him nothing. He said he didn't want to learn. So it is what it is. But that's neither here nor there. Wilder's a grown man. He made a lot of money, and he's fine. He's fine. He said, what were they working on all those years? And he never progressed. Hey man, listen, you could take a horse to the and you got to look at it too. When you have a well choreographed career and you're knocking out all of these guys who have been choreographed for you to pretty much handpicked for you to knock out, you say, well, hey, I don't need to do nothing else because what I'm doing working. And he said it in the interview. He said he fell in love with his power. He fell in love with his power. You see what I'm saying? So when you fall in love with your power and a guy trying to tell you need to work the jab, you need to do this and do that, and you don't, and every time you knock people out, you don't do any of that stuff, you're gonna be like, man, well, shit, what I'm doing been working. But not taking into consideration who you are fighting, the level of opposition. You see what I'm saying? So so GB Guthrie says, coach has been growing quick. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we gonna make it do what it do over here, man. I know what I'm doing. So, Emmanuel said, there's a difference. He said there's a difference between a good fighter and a media hype job. But my thing is, what is he going to be remembered for? Like, you guys in the chat, what will you remember him for? And I want to address everyone. So when we get to 200 likes, we are a long way off. We once we get to 200 likes, we'll I'll open up the phone lines. What would you remember him for? Lou Moon said that what would be remembered for getting knocked out by Tyson Fury? Let's not forget the ridiculous costume that, according to him, caused him to fight. Yeah, in the second fight, he did bring that up. He did bring that up. But I'm saying from a career standpoint, like, what would you remember about his career? You know what I mean? What would you remember about his career? Let's see. What would you remember about his career? Johnny says Wilder was finally forced to box and learn to squeeze signs, so he retired. Okay. What will 702 Man Cave? He said Coach is the best on YouTube. Yeah, I appreciate that. I won't say I'm the best, but I would say that I do my best. I won't say I am the best, but I'll say I do my best. Once I get to where I want to be at, then you know what I mean. I got guys been doing this 10 years before I've been doing it. So he said it's a damn shame that he didn't take the $100 million deal with the Zone and fight AJ for Undisputed. I'm still flabbergasted about that. Lady says, what would you remember? She said the excuses. Kelly Malia say sent to the Shadow Realm. Okay. Drummond for Life said his last fight. So that's what you're gonna remember, that last fight. And that's what I'm saying though, right? I'm kind of shocked that he would even think about retiring, because I'm like, damn, dog, people always going to remember your last fight. They're going to remember how brutal it was, right? That's what they're going to remember. You see what I'm saying? They're going to remember the look on your wife's face when you fell face forward and she was crying in the audience. I got a picture of that right now. They're going to remember that. You know what I mean? They're going to remember that. You know what I mean? So, Bless 365, she said them KOs. Yep, them KOs. That's what I'm saying. Them KOs. Raw Boxing TV said Glove Gate in the knockouts. And the knockouts, yeah. He gave some good knockouts. Knocking out bombs and excuses. Okay, Philip Fly said knocking out bombs and excuses. Let's see. Jay Smooth says that Deontay could have had one of the best jabs today. Yeah, absolutely, man. For his height, 6'7". Oh, hell yeah. He could have had a monster jab. Well, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Once we get the likes to 200, I will open up the phone lines. Let's see. Jeff Lucietta said that sadly do excuses. All right. Hector Garcia said the excuses. JG Valdez said the ducking AJ. Okay. Johnny Blaze says I will remember Wilder for his toxic fans and the one-on-one excuses he made. I don't think it was I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible, right? He has a because I know some fans. I know some fans of Wilder, and the fans don't act like DJ. DJ is a fan of Wilder, and DJ is from Alabama. So of course he's from Alabama. You know, he's supposed to ride for Wilder. I understand that. Like Keith Thurman is from my city. Me and Keith Thurman is from the same area, so to speak. So, you know, it's justifiably, I can say I'm going to ride with Keith Thurman because he's from my city. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, right? But it's the level of toxicity that, you know, I got to talk to some people who remember when all of this stuff really started, because a lot of this stuff started before I came on YouTube. And I want to make sure I'm right versus me saying the wrong thing. But I can go by what I'm saying. It's the level of toxicity that a certain element of his fans have. Yeah, you know, the ones who went into the extremism, right? Like the ones who threatened me, said call me every name in the book. Those guys, those guys are the ones. The actual fans, they don't, because Wilder have fans that didn't even go for none of that conspiracy shit. To be honest, I met some. He have fans that didn't even go for none of that stuff. The one Mr. Ham said Wilder is stubborn, and that was part of him retiring this soon as well. Well, he hasn't retired officially yet, but when you go to thinking about it, it's probably best that he does. You know what I mean? It's probably best that he does. You feel me? So, you know, that's all I'm saying. So let's see. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a damn dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said these Wilder channels are scared because they're not boxing channels and are only nut huggers. That's why Coach's channel isn't taking a hit. Yeah, my channel was not just built on just one particular fighter or one particular group or crew. That's why I always tell you guys, I'm not a part of, I'm standing on my own island over here. I'm standing on my own island, my own flag. You know, I'm not affiliated with any other crew because it'll always be said that, oh, the only reason why he did so well was because he connected to these people, those people. Okay, well, all right. Well, you can't say that. Well, he grew because of this and that. My detractors are always going to have something to say, but they're not going to say that I understand SEO optimization. They're not going to say that I understand my analytics. They're not going to say that I understand marketing because I do have a marketing background. They're not going to say that I understand keyword research. They're not going to say any of that stuff, right? Because they don't know what I know. They don't know what I know, right? They don't know what I know. But that's neither here nor there. Damian Bennett says 10 title defenses with little to no traditional boxing skills. That's a good point. That's a good point, Damian. 10 title defenses with little to no boxing skills. That's a good point. Good point. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. I like that. I will remember that as well. I will remember that as well. Let's see. Zoe Santos, he said that he will be remembered for his egg shake form. Oh, you're talking about the egg weights. The egg weights, yeah. He said his costumes. Yeah, Wilder has some tight costumes. He has some tight costumes. He said he beat Spilker in Ortiz. So you'll remember that. I'm not gonna lie, the Arthur Spilker, the Spilker fight. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We need to get the likes to 200. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. He said that Be Uncharted says I will remember him from an unwavering belief in himself, one that hurt him in the long run. Okay, all right. That's a good memory. Wilder be remembered for ducking Anthony Joshua $120 million from the zone. Okay, that's our fanboy killer. Emmanuel says I will remember him for being an old grandpa beating an old grandpa named Luis Ortiz, then getting beat twice in a row by an out of shape Fury. Yeah, you know what? The crazy part about it is looking at looking at Tyson Fury body, like Umar Johnson was saying, no, brothers, no, sister. How did he lose? How did Deontay Wilder lose to Tyson Fury? No, but Tyson Fury was fat and out of shape. You know, our brother Wilder, he had that, you know, he was chiseled. He was chiseled. He had that power from an old goon. You know what I mean? And Umar Johnson don't understand that boxing is not about muscles or it's not about how chiseled you are. It's about skills. He don't understand that. He didn't understand that. So yeah, Umar didn't understand that at all. Let's see. Daniel Nielsen said that a farewell payday. Yeah, a farewell payday. Easy Down saying coach is a island boy. She says that's the only way to be. Yeah, Bless. I have to. And the reason why, I'm gonna tell you something else too, Bless. I'm very controversial. You see what I'm saying? I'm very controversial. I rub some people the wrong way because of the way I perceive things in life, my life experiences. I've experienced so many things in life in my short 47 years on this planet, you know, and especially when it comes dealing with race. You know, I'm very, very good in that particular field area. And there's some other things I'm good at, like marketing and stuff like that. And I'm very good at marketing, advertising. I've spent thousands of dollars learning this stuff, right? So pretty much know what I'm doing as it relates to this. But you know, I don't want to put nobody else who I affiliate with on you know, because what happens is when you're a controversial individual, when people can't hurt you, they'll try to go after people who they think that's close to you that they can hurt. So I try to direct all the arrows to me because I can handle it. I'm like Neo in the Matrix. Okay, you sure. You remember in the Matrix, there was a scene, I think it was a Matrix 2, when Agent Smith, it was 3 of them, when they was Neo was running from them, he didn't realize he was like the one yet. Like when he went to the next level, he didn't realize he was the one yet. And then they were shooting bullets at him, and the bullets was almost there. And then he turned around and he looked, and then he said no. And then the bullets just stopped, and they paused in front of him, and then he grabbed the bullet, looked at it, and looked at another one, and then he did like this, and the bullets fell. That's me. This is how I handle all of my detractors. Well, I can handle all of them. Whatever community, whatever group they with, it doesn't matter. I can handle all of them. I can handle every last one of them. I promise you. Every last one of them. I've been doing this shit for 25 years. You know, and I am a super duper, I'm a super saiyan when it comes to trolling. He said, cause I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. Yeah, so you know, so that's why I do that. And I like to have fun. It's fun for me. That's fun. Cause I like to laugh. It's fun for me. I remember him for being too scared to fight Dillian White. Okay. He said Wilder will be remembered for wanting to be pregnant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's going to be remembered for a lot of things. He says, in my opinion, he will be remembered for his excuses after Fury 2. Okay, Dolomite says Umar had pro-black ready to report hate crime on Tyson Fury. What he did to Wilder. Yeah. Umar, hey, that joke was hilarious, man. He said, I remember him for bringing excitement to the heavyweight division, even if it was with or competition or poor. I guess you meant to say poor competition. Yeah. Jay Styles said that I don't think Wilder would be okay with Fury saying he retired him. Yeah, okay. Danny Drew said costumes don't make the fighter. Mike Tyson came out old school. Yeah. G Martinez says I remember him till this day. Yeah, that right there.
To this day.
Hey, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. He said to this day. Okay. Little Green Eyes P, he said keep it real in the world of lies. Them said we crazy. Yeah, they said we crazy. They said we crazy. They said Johnny Blaze said that I heard Wilder would be in the new Wakanda movie. Okay. Jay Smooth said Wilder would have slept on White. Let's be real. No, we have no idea. This is the thing, right? Like Jay Smooth, you know, I have a philosophy that I go by, right? We can't go by the triangle theory. You know what I mean? Like, well, you're not, in this case, the triangle theory doesn't apply. But we can, you can sit back and say, oh, we know for a fact this will happen. Wilder would have slept White. Let's be real. How do we know that if they never fought? They said the same thing about George Foreman. He gonna sleep Muhammad Ali. We didn't know that George Foreman wasn't gonna sleep until Ali beat him. They said the same thing about Buster Douglas when Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas. We didn't know that Buster Douglas was gonna beat Mike Tyson until he beat him, right? So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you feeling that way, but you know, we don't know, you know, the only thing that's reality is who you fought. Once you fight him and you beat him, and then if you knock him out, then you can say, yeah, he would have did that because we seen it. You know what I mean? But that's how I view things. You know what I mean? So he will be remembered for making the worst cherry pick in the history of boxing. Yeah, I always say that Tyson Fury was the cherry pick that went wrong. Nothing good comes to my mind. He only fought 2 known people. Just leave already, lady said. Slim Reaper, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Slim Reaper. He said, big up Coach Malachi Williams. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. She said, I got the Matrix tickets yesterday. Yes, I love the Matrix, but it's so much game in the Matrix. So much game and wisdom in the Matrix. Yes, guys, we need to get those likes up. We need 200 likes. We need 200 likes. In order for me to open up the phone lines, we need 200 likes. I won't open up the phone lines until we get 200 likes. I want to talk to the people, and I want to talk to my detractors. If you have anything you want to say or anything you want to address, I'm here. Talk to me. Call me. You know what I mean? Don't be scared. I don't bite. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Let's see. He said, got my Matrix tickets yesterday. Wilby said, I think Wilder will win a belt again. Yeah, I would go the Trevor Bryant route myself. That's the route I would go. I said that like 6-7 months ago. I got receipts on that when I said it. I think I was the only one saying it at that time. I was the only one saying it at that time because you guys was clowning me about Trevor Bryant. Y'all was clowning me about Trevor Bryant about 7 months ago. Let's see. Who else we got? He said that I won't remember him. Wilder who? Okay, you won't remember him. All right. Mr. Venom says I will remember Wilder for being the knockout puncher and go out with a loss, just like Oscar De La Hoya. Okay. All right. Let's see. Shout out to Halim for dropping that quarter of a bam. No, he dropped for dropping that $25 bam pound on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, can you play the Glam Squad video for the last time on here? I gotta find it, man. I gotta find it. Let me. I gotta find it, Halim. Let me find it. I gotta find it because I had it. I think I had it saved in the phone. Let me find it. He said, remember. He started boxing late at 21 and made it. Yeah, exactly. That right there is accomplishment within itself. So I gotta take your hat off to that. You know what I mean? Eduardo, he says, He says, Wilder's first mistake was not to test his skills on a tune-up before fighting Fury for a third time. Yeah, I think that in that situation, I think that it was just so much stuff out there. He had so much pressure on him from the channels who was pushing out all of these lies and propaganda about him, and and the lies came directly from Wilder. So it came directly from Wilder. So he created like this atmosphere, and he had to try to live up to it. And that's what happened. They had to try to live up to it and put a lot of pressure on that boy like that. So Ty Baby says, a man with little boxing skills that made it through the Olympics because of his God-given power and having the same amount of title defenses as Ali. Okay, all right. Same amount of title defenses as Ali. The only difference is the level of competition that Ali faced was a whole lot better than the level of competition that Wilder faced. But from a title defense standpoint, you make a valid point. So everybody's going to remember Wilder for different things. You know what I mean? I got a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to remember him for. He said, Coach, you are like, let's say Marmite. You either loved by many or hated by few. I'm like, shoot, yeah. Yeah, you're going, I'm a Capricorn, dog. I'm a Capricorn, so you're gonna either love, it ain't no in between with me. It ain't no in between with me. You know what I mean? So he says he will be remembered for making the worst cherry pick in the history of boxing. Okay, I think I already saw that one. Let's see what we need. We need all right, we need 43 more likes for me to open up the phone lines. Dolomite says Wilder openly ducking Dillian White for almost 5 years and got away with it. The WBC never forced anything. I told you these sanctioning bodies are they do what they want to do. And then you can pay money with these sanctioning bodies that have fighters moved up and down to do certain things. Mauricio Suleiman is for sale. The WBC, these sanctioning bodies are for sale for the most part. That's the business of doing boxing. That's the business in boxing. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Let's see. Lady Shan saying this is a wake for some. Yeah. You know what I mean? If he's talking about retiring, that's how he went out. He say, yo, Coach, happy Thursday, man. Yeah, man. He say White would have given Wilder problems. And this is the thing, right? White probably would have gave Wilder problems. Maybe Wilder would have knocked White out. The only thing is we'll never know. It's a belief until it's made into reality. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Rider of the Storm for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, salute, Coach. I will remember Wilder for trying to beat the racist white boy he invited to the gym. He invited to his gym and a chance around trying to commit 187. Oh, you talk. Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. The boy who folded up on the floor and Wilder was swinging wild at him, hitting him real hard. Yeah, I think I remember that. Charlo said, blood boxing salute. Oh, blood in the building. Where you at? Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries, man. Salute to my brother, man. Hey, let's give my brother, man. That's my main man now. Let's give my brother, man, a round of applause. Let's see. Who else we got? Knockdown says not respecting the game. Yeah, Mark Breland had, Mark Breland had one of, if you know anything about Mark Breland, the boxing, Mark Breland had one of the best jabs in the history of boxing. Like I'm not making this up. This dude, he was known for his jab and that monster right hand as well, right? And that monster right hand. You know what I mean? Like, man, you couldn't learn how to at least throw that jab from Mark Breland. I never understand that. Shout out to Mike T. For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, remember by his windmill punches. Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot to remember, man. He said, Wilder will be remembered for being the bum, taking all of the easy matches.
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
Oh, y'all like that Clover Lane, huh? Well, I ain't gonna lie, I do like that Clover Lane too. Hey, the Rocky 3 was my favorite. That was my favorite Rocky there, boy. But let's see. James Higgy, he say, Coach, gotta say you always give respect and mix it up with the chat. Just my opinion. I was on Trill Boxing 2 nights ago. No respect there. UK view. Yeah, you know, that it is what it is, man. Those guys, that's how they roll. That's how they roll. You know what I mean? They hate me with a passion. They should. I'm on the wrong side of the street. I'm on the wrong side of the street. So, and they on the wrong side of the street as well. So, you know, they say, Coach, ESPN reporting Wilder moving to Atlanta, to twerk all day long. Oh yeah, y'all gonna remember the twerking too, huh? Y'all gonna remember the twerking too? Okay. He said, GB Guthrie said, you could have remembered Wilder for making fun of Mike Tyson and then getting knocked out by a guy named after him. Wow, I didn't even look. You know what? I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. He would be remembered for making fun of Mike Tyson and then getting knocked out by a guy named after him. That's a good one there. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Halim says, Coach, what's Malik Scott going to do? I think Malik Scott has I think Malik Scott has all fans page or something like that. I don't know what Malik Scott going to do. I don't know if anyone's going to let him train him. You know what I mean? But Malik Scott, he might have a future in training. Mike Jones says, I can't see Wilder fighting nobody other than Fury. Yeah, I mean, bro, but you know, after 3 fights, Mike, you got to move on. You know what I mean? Like, fought the guy 3 times and you came up with 0 wins. You know what I mean? So, but I see what you're saying though. But you got to move on. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I want to open up these phone lines, but we need 200 likes. We need 200 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music as well. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music as well, guys. Let's see. You know, I kind of think that for me, shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, let's hit those thumbs up for the old boy, get to 200. Yes, sir, yes, do that for the old boy, because I want to open up the phone lines, but we need at least 200 likes. We need 27 more likes, guys, 27 more likes. Pugilism said that it's Wilder's defense, 12-round mindset that got the best of him. The closer in his right hand was his double-edged sword. It crippled his patience. Yeah, it crippled his patience in fighting 12 rounds. Yeah. You know, sometimes, you know, and then Malik Scott tried to work on some things with him in the 3rd fight, and he was jabbing to the body, but he looked very robotic. He looked very slow. He looked very uncomfortable when he was doing it, jabbing to the body. And then after that, after the jab to the body, then he went right back to what he normally do, which I said he's going to go right back to he's going to go right back to one of what he know how to do best, to be honest. Mansour said that it wasn't the biggest. He said, I wasn't the biggest Wilder fan, but homie accomplished a lot with their late start and limited skills. I wish the brother all the best in retirement. Yeah, if he retires, yeah. He got plenty of money. He good. He's a part of the elite class now. Lady Shan said Fury mentioned today that he may even fight Wilder again. Wow. Why? Why? He says, stop playing, y'all. Wilder was one of the best punchers in boxing history. That's what they say. You know what I mean? But I have a criteria that I go by with that. I have a criteria that I go by with that. I have a criteria that I go by with that. And it has a lot to do with level of competition. He said, cool, Coach. I feel better now knowing that they don't like you that much. Man, USA is crazy, man. Respect the new media today, USA box. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. They don't like me. They do not like me. The other side, they hate my guts. And that's fine. I love it. You know what I mean? And they should. I talk a whole lot of shit. I said a lot of embarrassing things, made a whole lot of content, shot a whole lot of arrows. You know, that's what I do. You know what I mean? Came in, stirred the pot up real good. And now, took over the narrative. Now we took the narrative over. We came over and debought the block. And that's what we did. We debought the block. We took out a whole community. We debought the whole block. That's what we did. We did that. I say we because, you guys rock with me. And we kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, right? And we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. Let's see. Andy C. What he say? It's almost like Malik never taught him anything new. Yeah. And it goes right back to, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We need the likes up to 200. We need 12 more likes. 12 more likes. Again, like when you've been fighting a certain way for so long, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. And this is what I say about these old crusty niggas that's on the block, on the YouTube streets. When you old and set in your ways, these older guys, and they still pushing this stuff, the race baiting and the foolishness and attacking other blacks online and attacking we supposed to be together, but you're attacking those who don't think like you. These old crusty niggas who pushing this stuff, they like old dogs. You can't teach them new tricks. They're not going. They set in their ways. You know what I mean? So with Wilder, he was just set in his ways, and he couldn't teach him nothing new. I mean, he couldn't teach him nothing new. So it is what it is. But he got far with the skills that he had. And listen, we got to give a shout out to Wilder's matchmakers. We have to give a shout out to JD's and Shelly Finkel. JD's and Shelly Finkel are really the ones who I give a whole lot of credit to, because those guys made sure that they matched him up well. The matchmaking was perfect. And then the PBC, by Wilder knocking people out, they created a marketing campaign about, hey, he's the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the heavyweight division, all of that stuff there. And he got 40-some wins, 40 knockouts. Who's done that? But then someone like me, an old school cat, peel back the layers and say, okay, well, yeah, but who did he knock out? You see what I'm saying? So it's not just as simple as that. But you got to give him credit. He did a whole lot. JD's and Shelly Finkel are the ones who really, man, really. Yeah, JD's and Shelly Finkel, man. He says, but real talk, coach, you the one of the only ones saying and telling the truth. UK loves your ass, man. Okay, all right. I appreciate it. It's amazing because most of my subscribers are from the US. Because I have dudes, yeah, you trying to please that, you trying to please everybody from UK. You think it's slick. Dude, 63% of my subscribers are from the US. 63%. So I don't get that narrative. These dudes be pushing narratives, and that's what they do. They push narratives. And it's fine. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. The phone lines will be open. He says, I'm praying. He said, I'm paying for a pay-per-view for Ortiz. Boy, hush. They ain't got to worry about that shit. I'm trying to find any way to stream that. Shout out to Shadow Ghost, man. Shadow Ghost in the building. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Queen, Karma Serene. Yeah, I'm doing everything in my power shit. I'm not paying for that shit. That shit ain't no pay-per-view fight. King Kong Ortiz, they hollering about he the boogeyman of the division. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, guys. Hit that like button. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So, the Slim Reaper, he said the PBC shows are a joke, coach. I watch a few on here to see what the noise is all about in crickets. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna remember the Arthur Spilker knockout. That was beautiful. The way Arthur Spilker ran in there and Wilder timed him, caught him with the right hand, laid him out. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember the Ortiz fight. No, I ain't gonna really remember that. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna remember the Bermain Stavern fight. The Bermain Stavern fight, I'm gonna remember that. The second one, because Bermain Stavern just came in the ring like this with his hand up, and Wilder just was wailing on him, swinging wild, dipping from side to side. And I'm gonna remember that. That shit was funny. I'm gonna remember all three. I'm gonna remember all three Tyson Fury fights. The first one, I'm gonna remember everything that was said after, and then I'm gonna remember when the second fight was scheduled to happen. I'm gonna remember that. That was hilarious. Black History Month. I will never forget that, because I remember and I wasn't on YouTube at that time, right? I wasn't on YouTube at that time, but I remember when I came on YouTube December 31st of last year, I saw a whole lot of stuff as it relates to that about the king and Wakanda and this and that. So I'm gonna remember all of that. I'm gonna remember all of the stuff that I'm gonna remember that the second fight was one of my favorites. Tyson Fury dropped Wilder, what, 3 times in that fight? 2-3 times. And then he just beat him to a pulp in the 7th round, and Mark Breland saved him, so really saved his life. And Mark Breland was the reason why we probably had a 3rd fight, because the Mark Breland don't throw that towel in, there's no telling what would have happened. You know what I mean? There's no telling what would have happened. So shout out to Mark Breland, man. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna remember the 3rd fight. I'm gonna remember all of the stuff between the 2nd fight and the 3rd fight. I'm gonna remember all of that. I'm gonna remember all of the threats, the death threats, the coons, the Uncle Toms, the sellouts. When we see you, we're gonna do this. You better not come to the fight. I'm gonna remember all of those things, right? I'm gonna remember all of those things. I'm gonna remember the Glam Squad. Lord knows I had so much fun with the Glam Squad. I'm gonna remember the Glam Squad. I'm gonna remember the article that I have saved. I think I have it. Wilder saying that you know, if the scientists would ever come out with the procedure where men can have babies, he was signed up for it. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember young Pharaoh, who came from the conscious community. Young Pharaoh infiltrating the boxing community, coming up with the conspiracy of Glove Gate in the 1st fight. And that was after the 2nd fight. I'm gonna remember that. Shit. I'm gonna remember Marcellus Wilder saying that they had an autopsy on Wilder, and the autopsy report showed that Wilder had a dent in his head. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember, of course, his knockouts, and I'm gonna remember the level of competition who he knocked out as well. Right? I'm gonna remember that as well. The level of competition. I'm gonna remember that Malik Scott saying that Wilder is 10 times better than Muhammad Ali inside the ring and 10 times better than Muhammad Ali outside the ring. And I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember him dropping Fury twice in that 1st fight, and Fury rising from the grave. I'm gonna remember the 2nd fight, the knockdowns, of course, on Black History Month in front of all the Wakandaites. I'm gonna remember the 3rd fight. I'm gonna remember Fury dropping Wilder in the 4th round, I think. The 3rd round or something like that. And I'm gonna remember Wilder coming back in the next round and dropping Fury twice. Then I'm gonna remember Fury dropping him again in the 10th round, and that was twice. And then I'm gonna remember that brutal knockout in the 3rd round. I'm gonna remember that 8-punch combination that Fury hit him with. It was an uppercut, it was a left hook, it was another right hand, a right hook. Then he grabbed him, mauled him, had him in the headlock. I'm gonna remember some of the dirty tactics that Tyson Fury did as well against Wilder, putting him in the headlock, mauling him. Hey guys, I need to get the lights up. We need 2 more likes. 2 more likes for me to open up the phone lines. We need 2 more likes. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that. I think it was a 7-punch combination that knocked him out. And I'm gonna remember just how he fell and how I had tears in my eyes when I saw him fall like that, because I thought he was dead. I thought Tyson Fury had killed him. So I really, I'm gonna remember that, man. And that's pretty much it. His story, how he came up. I'm gonna remember all of the beautiful things that JD's and Shelly Finkel done for him in order to put him in the position that he's in right now. JD's and Shelly Finkel really believed in him, and you know, they put money behind Wilder, man. You know, so that's proof that all white people are not evil. So for all those who saying that these white people are evil and stuff like that, but shit, Wilder had 2 white men in his career who made him a multi-millionaire. So that killed that right there. That killed all of that. You know what I mean? All right, the phone lines is open. Let's open up the phone lines. Guys. We got over 200 likes. I got to be a man of my word. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines. Let me make sure I have everything loaded to the roadcaster. Hold on, guys. Make sure I have everything loaded. Okay. Yep. We there. Okay, we good. Phone lines is open. Let's see. Let me put it on the screen. She says, I will remember his white dad, his pops. Oh, I forgot all about that guy. I forgot all about him. I mean, just his story, the simple fact that, you know, he remember all of that. Phone lines are open. Any of my detractors that want to call, you can call. You can call in. I'm here. The old boy here. Any of my detractors want to call? Anyone got any issues? You can call me. I'm here. I got some nuclear warheads I'm dropping on the aerosexuals, though. The aerosexual channels. I ain't gonna say their names. When I drop them, but you're gonna know who I'm talking about. Got some nuclear warheads for you, boy. Yeah. Them aerosexuals gonna be furious with me. They're gonna be like how the Wildettes was with me. Our phone lines are open 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. So, you know, everybody's kind of everywhere. Everybody's kind of everywhere about what they're going to remember about Wilder if he retires. And also, I do think that they're going to remember that last fight. They're going to remember that 11th round. They're going to remember that. There's no way you can forget that. Because those are like memorable moments in time. You know what I mean? Those are memorable moments in time. And that fight was so climactic that that's what you're going to remember. That fight was so climactic that that's what you're going to remember. Shadow Go said Ortiz went to school with Bob. No, Ortiz ain't that old, man. He not that old, man. He not that old. Slim Reaper says, he said, that's really good. He said, that's really good of you, coach, to speak that way about Whiteys. He said, we're not all scumbags, you know. I hope you know. He said, I hope you know we respect all people on this earth. Coach, you're a top man. Respect, my bro. Hey, yeah, I wasn't always like this, boy. I wasn't always like this. Trust me, I wasn't, boy. I had so much hate in my heart, boy. I hated my teeth because they were white. I hated the whiteness of my eyeballs. That's how sick and deluded I was. I was real sick and deluded. So I know how to handle sick and delusion. You know, I know how to handle sick and delusion. You know what I mean? So when I see these deluded guys, I know how to handle them. They very easy. It's like me. I'm sitting there with my hand on my chin like this. I'm like, oh, that's what you're throwing at me? Oh, okay, that's it. Oh, okay, you say coon. Well, block that. Sell out. Oh shit. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's all you got. Yeah, y'all ain't got nothing else. Okay, god damn, dog. Bro, I'm like the old wise man on Kung Fu Theater. Back in the day, right? Back in the day, I used to watch Kung Fu Theater, right? And Kung Fu Theater, they always had like the old. I didn't know they was. Let me show you how silly I. Well, I didn't know no better. But I used to think that the Chinese people, the people from China, were like really superheroes when I was young. Because I used to think they got this old ass man. He got this old Snow White beard with the old, silver eyelashes, eyebrows. I didn't know that these was young guys just wearing wigs and stuff. And they show the stuff. They show the old man, and they sitting there blocking everything and fighting and jumping from the ground to the roof. I really believe that shit when I was young. And you still have some grown ass men today that still believe some of this shit today. But that's how I was. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? It's Troy Graham. How are you?
Troy, what's going on, fam? What you want to talk about?
Great. You asked what people are going to remember about Wilder.
Yes, sir.
Well, in my case, two things. I remember when I opened up a Newsweek, I was going through it, and on the front of the sports page, they had him. I think he'd just come from the Olympics. He was holding his daughter, and they told that story, right?
Yeah.
And I said, okay. Well, this one, I said they finally got it right. They got a young black man and black fatherhood in a real positive light. He has a chance to bring something to the light, real powerful and positive. And then it took a turn for the worse. What I want to catch a body and this and that and the third and da 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 da. And I just, and I think somebody just gave the young man some misinformation that you have to be a buffoon, a bad guy, a villain. That don't sell when you're 6'7".
Right.
It does not sell. You understand me?
Right.
So he lost me at that point, but I will always respect that article, man. I still have it. As a matter of fact, it's in my album of things I'm going to say. But I just think if he would have been his real self, not this bronze bomber foolishness, his career would have shined a whole lot brighter.
Right.
And if he would have just listened to trainers, he would have gone a lot further because he does have the foundation to be a better fighter. He just didn't listen. You could put Brother Tommy in front of him. Coach Tommy in front of him. You know what I'm talking about, Coach, right?
Yeah.
And he still wouldn't learn a damn thing because he wants to be in charge of the gym. Well, you bless up and have a good day, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Troy, man. Shout out to Troy for calling in, man, for Be More, man, giving his piece. Shout out to the brother Troy. Bless says I didn't like that catch a body ish. Yeah, that was kind of harsh because I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the knockout, that shit, I ain't gonna lie, that had me. I was like, tears came in my eyes. I was like, damn, this dude, did he kill him? I thought he was dead. Like the way he fell, it's like his whole body went limp, and he just, I didn't know. I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I was like, damn, so it kind of like, you know what I mean? Oh man, and then this another thing I'm gonna remember, Bless. On the picture that when the camera showed his wife, Telly out there in the audience, his wife, girl, whatever. I'm just gonna say his wife. When they showed her, the look she had on her face, she was crying. She had her hand over her mouth, her hands like this. She was boohoo. She was like crying, like she thought her king was dead. You know what I mean? So, like you need somebody in your corner. So I think that when Mark Breland threw the towel in, that's what he was trying to prevent from happening. Like, dude, listen, let me just throw the towel in, man. And when you have all these yes men around you and people telling you Wakanda forever, and we gotta attack the whitey and this and that, while ignoring the fact that your whole team is white. You got 2 white managers, the Glam Squad, they white. The people who, our gay brothers and sisters from the LGBT community, I don't want no smoke from them. So the gay brothers and sisters from the LGBT community, the white brothers and sisters, they made the costume, and I'm like, damn, man, everybody who making this guy money is white, and the guys who are around him who are hyping him up, his yes men, those are the guys who he's paying. He's paying them. So they're not making him money. The white guys were making him money, but the black guys around him, he was the one that was paying them. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna remember all of that shit too. You know what I mean? Like, I always point out the double standards and the inconsistencies. I always do, and the hypocrisy. That's what my channel is for. You know what I mean? That's what my channel is for. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, man, you just can't do that. Phone lines are open, 530-494-9636. You just can't do that. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that, right? So, again, to my detractors, I am here. I'm here every day, 3:00 Eastern Standard Time. I am here. Anybody, they want to say something, call in. I don't care which channel you are, which crew you with, call in. Call in. Let me know. But I have some Scud missiles that I'm dropping on the aerosexuals. So I'm giving you a heads up. I'm giving you guys a heads up right now. I have some Scud missiles that I'm dropping on the aerosexuals. But the aerosexual YouTube channels, dropping them. He say Blue Blood, the ghetto elf, he started with so many conspiracies. And it wasn't Blue that started with the conspiracy. They got it from Young Pharaoh. They got it from Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh come from the conscious community. I remember when that brother when he got out of prison, and I saw him. He was on the block. I remember watching videos back then. He was on the block with the Army Raw Squad, Sarah Suit and Seti, Brother Polite, and he came out. He was debating. I think he was debating Unc from the Army Raw Squad, and he did a really good job debating those guys. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
As you know, and so once he came with the Glove Gate conspiracy, they took that and ran with it. You know what I mean? So, and I think what happens is when you have a savior complex, guys, and you're looking to be saved, and you have a Messiah, you have a savior complex and a Messiah complex. You know what I mean? And you're looking to be saved. We have a tendency to personality worship people who who are in a better financial situation than we are. And we try to live our lives vicariously, some people through that particular individual. So let's say I'm a poor guy, I don't have any money, I'm a poor black dude from the hood, or I'm in the city, or whatever the case may be, and I got a millionaire that's willing to give me an interview on my show and stuff like that. I feel compelled to ride for him, and even if I think he's lying to bullshit, I'm just going to ride it and push the lies and the bullshit together, because that's what I want to do anyways. And then it gets kind of confusion and the waters get murky because the people who are pushing these narratives, they're confused their goddamn self. You see what I'm saying? They're confused themselves. So, we pushing this way and this the code, but we're attacking people who we say we're pushing that way, and the waters got murky. And I think that the YouTube channels really kind of like Wilder lost focus. I think once he realized he don't need them niggas, then he'll be good. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? It's Joe from Boston. What's the topic today? I didn't get to see a title on the. I just seen it real quick. I didn't get to see the title.
Joe from Boston. All right. So basically, what would you remember about Deontay Wilder? If Deontay Wilder was to retire, because he's talking about retiring, he's thinking about it, he's contemplating it. If he retires, what would you remember about him?
Gave us some great classic fights with resources, you know what I mean? To this era, besides Fury, I think he's the best, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I'm from this new era. I mean, I give Wilder his props. I put on some 3 classic heavyweight fights with Fury. I mean, best heavyweight fight since I've been around, as far as I can remember, you know what I mean? Like, I give him all the props in the world. And I'm in your chat a lot. Shout out to Paul, Paul Evans, Jeff, and Thomas, right. Peter, Lisa Bills, and shout out to you, Coach, for great shows every day. Entertaining time, baby. He's the best lightweight, entertaining time. That's my opinion. That's my favorite fighter. And Boo Boo Andre, my boy Boo Boo. And shout out to my boy Rashidi Ellis from my boxing club. He's a dark horse of the division. Nobody wants that smoke of Rashidi. Coach Sam, keep doing your thing, man. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Joe from Boston. Shout out to Joe from Boston. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to Joe from Boston. Hector Garcia says he said BFTF hates Bud with a passion. Yes, I know. It's quite a few of them. It's a couple of them. I'm gonna reply back though. I got some shots. Let me say, damn, can't shout me out. I'm here every day. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze, what's going on, fam? I do shout you out. Johnny Blaze, you gotta understand, when you got a lot of people in the chat, I don't think y'all understand. You know, you got a lot of people in the chat, so I try to get everybody as I can. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I'm gonna remember. It's just a lot of with Wilder. I don't think you can remember just one thing. If he retires, I don't think you remember with just one thing. It's a multitude of things. But the simple fact that he accomplished what he accomplished, which is great with his limited skill set, that's great. You know what I mean? But when you're talking about that guy, you got to talk about the totality of everything. You know what I mean? I don't like picking and choosing. I like to say, okay, yeah, he did great over here, but this way he messed up at. And that's what happened. What happens to the guys, and when you have a bunch of yes men in your ear, they tell you what you want to hear instead of telling you what you need to hear. You see what I'm saying? And then if you fire the people who tell you what you need to hear, then there goes the story. You know what I mean? So and that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So let's see who else says something here. Adrian says Wilder could have never called Fury out and gave him a reason to come back. Took the Joshua fight, beat Joshua maybe for 120 mil and be unbeaten and undisputed heavyweight champion. I mean, what he could have did and what he did is two different things. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. So, when you sit back and look at it, like, damn, if I woulda ran, I coulda got away. Now I'm in jail talking about what I should have done. You know what I mean? It's the woulda, coulda, shoulda theory. So, who's boxing? He said, who's boxing here? History is richer, Cuba or Puerto Rico? I have no idea. You know what I mean? But me personally, I think he should retire. Just hang it up. It ain't no need to coming back. Because who you gonna fight? You can't go back. You can't go back to fighting the level of competition that you was fighting before you fought Tyson Fury. You can't go back that way. You know what I mean? So, you can't go back that way. So who you gonna fight? And there's nobody on the PBC that he can fight when he's gonna make the kind of money he made fighting Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? So Tyson Fury got options. He can make a boatload of money with Dillian White. maybe he can land a Usyk fight, or maybe a Joshua fight. That fight is probably still be big as well. But with Wilder in the PBC, because he's not going to come across the street fight nobody else, and he'll probably go out to Trevor Bryant. But if he was to continue fighting, nah. And everybody know the right side, where the left side of his ear, that's the sweet spot. Everybody know that's the sweet spot. Everybody know if they punch him there, it knocks his equilibrium off. So I wouldn't even risk it. And I think, and more than likely his wife is telling him that, yeah, baby, don't worry about it. We got plenty of money. We don't need this. We don't need this. I thought you was dead. I thought you was dead on October the 9th. I don't want to see that again. We need you. We need you at home. She said Wilder was knocking out who they knew he would KO. However, he was destroyed by Goofy. Yeah, I mean, it just says, and this is another thing. This is why you cannot never tear down your opponent. When you say that, Fury was a coked up bum, he was fat, overweight, he was this, he was that. When you tear him down, your opponent, and then your opponent beat you down twice, what does that make you? You see what I'm saying? What does that make you? You see what I'm saying? Like, what does that make you? Like if he's, like, what does that make you? So, he say, Coach, what retains pay-per-view numbers? The numbers are not out yet. Numbers are not out yet. As a matter of fact, let's see, can I pull that up? I don't think the numbers are out yet. To be honest with you, my brother, I do not think those numbers are out yet. Let's go to Michael Benson. Maybe he'll have it. Let's go to Michael Benson. Hold on, guys. There we go. Because normally he'll put the numbers out, on him or Mike Carpenter will put them out. We got Keith Thurman fighting Mario Barrios. We see that. I'm gonna go over here on Twitter, guys. So I'm on Twitter too, guys. I'm on Twitter too. The old boy on Twitter. I try to be able. I gotta start streaming live on Instagram as well. I'm gonna start streaming live on Instagram. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Salute to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify Music as well as Amazon Music as well. Eddie Hearn has explained that the WBC are still yet to resolve the Tyson Fury Dillian White split for if the fight goes to purse bids, which complicates initial negotiations. He added Matchroom and DAZN would like to make a major offer to stage that fight. Okay, listen, if this fight go to purse bid, then that means Bob Arum would not be able to, him and Frank Warren would be out of the picture. Will be out of the picture for this fight. Because Eddie Hearn gonna outbid both of them. They got Vasily Lomachenko, Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. They're not showing anything yet on those numbers. Tyson on Jake Paul announced. All right, let's look up let's see, full interview behind the gloves with Tyson Fury as he reacts to reacts to White WBC order and Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Okay, all right. Rodney Evans said that but Usyk gonna sleep AJ first. Watch. They said that about Andy Ruiz as well. You know what I mean? They said that about Andy Ruiz as well. So we won't know until we see that fight. They said that about Andy Ruiz when Joshua rematched him. But we'll see. We'll find out.
Hey, Joe from Boston. I had to call back one more time, bro. Is that Derman fight? Is that fight confirmed? Is that official?
What fight?
The Derman versus Barrios. Am I allowed to call twice? My bad, brother.
Yeah. You can call.
My bad.
Yeah. What is it? Which fight?
What up, everybody? Salute, Coach. Great show as usual. The Derman Barrios fight. Is that fight official?
Oh, Thurman and Barrios. Yeah, that fight is official. That fight is official.
I try to hit you up I try to hit you guys up in the chat with it, but my text ain't working right now, so I figured I'd try to call back real quick.
Yeah. I think that's official. Here you go, right here. It says right here.
Well, I'll give you guys my quick prediction. I got Derman 8 rounds to 4. Derman, you know what? You know, it's like riding a bike. You get right back. You know what I mean? Derman's the real deal. Top 5, one of my favorite fighters. He's very hard to beat. A lot of IQ, great fighter. And my bad for holding up the line if I'm holding up everybody else. And salute to everybody in the chat I talked to, and Coach, great shows as usual. And that's all, bro. I just wanted to clarify that. I just wanted to make sure.
All right, Joe. Yeah, salute to Joe, man.
Because my box track's not coming in Not loading right now, so I just wanted to make sure.
All right, salute to Joe, man, for calling from Boston, man. I appreciate that, fam. So the Keith Thurman, now Keith Thurman is from the same, pretty much the same city that I'm from. He's from on the other side of the bay. So yeah, man, Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman, that was my main man back then. When he was, you better not duck me, son. And Keith Thurman, we need a personality. It's two guys I miss in the game right now. I'm not gonna lie. Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner. Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner, because they used to say some hellacious stuff. You know what I mean? Like just talking trash. I like the trash talk. Shout out to the Queen, Monica Silva. Shout out to you, Queen. I like the trash talk. I like the trash talk. I really do. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich, as well. Shout out to Rob Unique. What's going on, fam? I saw Paul Kill in the building. What's going on, bro? Yeah, I like the trash talk myself. I like the trash. I love the trash talk. I talk shit with the best of them. You know what I mean? Top 5 dead or alive shit talker. I love that. So that's what I love about Adrian Broner and love about Keith Thurman. I love that. You see what I'm saying? I really do. You know what I mean? I like the trash talkers. Because if you dish it, you gotta know how to take it. This is why I tell you guys. I say, listen, I talk so much shit that when people, I don't like, listen, this is the motto over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. When you come in the chat, you don't attack the women and you don't attack children. Women and children are off limits. You can attack me all day. You can call me right now and get on the phone and say whatever you want to say. I mean, as long as you ain't being too vulgar, but say whatever you want to say. Because I talk so much shit, if I dish it, I know how to take it. I am a professional shit talker, like literally, I'm a professional shit talker, and I am a professional troll. Listen, I know how to get on. I know how to get on MF nerves. I know how to get to them, especially when I know you're a fanboy and you get overly sensitive about anything about your fighter. Oh, I'm coming for the jugular. And that's how some of these YouTube channels are. I'm going for the jugular on them aerosexuals, though. Them aerosexual YouTube channels, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. This ain't no shade. I ain't gonna call your names out. I don't have to. You know who you are, but I'm coming for you. I'll be there. Might be there tomorrow. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna give you a little hint. I'm gonna give you a little hint on what you're gonna hear. Arrow, come out to play. Arrow, come out to play. I'm sending them. I'm letting them go. I am not playing, boy. This is going to be some of the funniest, most entertaining piece of content that I probably put together. This shit going to be funny. This shit going to be funny. I know how to agitate people. I know how to get them riled up. Boy, listen. You thought I was receiving death threats from the Wildettes, or I'm really going to receive it from the aerosexuals. Yeah. I want all that smoke, though. I want all of it. From every last one of those, every last one of them, I want all of it. Really do. They watch it right now. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. I'm talking to you two. You two. It's probably 2 or 3 of y'all. It's about 2 or 3 of y'all. Boy, I got something for y'all, boy. I know where your heart at. Your heart is with big fish. That's where your heart at. So I'm going for your heart. And I'm going to snatch that bitch right out your chest. Let's see. But Keith Thurman, man. So Keith Thurman, let's see. You got Michael Benson talking about Keith Thurman. And all right, so one time, tired of sitting at home, he made enough money fighting Manny Pacquiao. He sat home and how long Keith Thurman been out of boxing? For like 2.5 years? About 2.5 years? I think he's been out of boxing like 2.5 years. What the brother say? What the brother say? The brother say, he said, I'm gonna pull up. Best lights, I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, man. I ain't playing. Phone lines is open. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
going on, Coach? It's me as usual, Corey from Texas.
Corey, what the lick read, baby? What's happening?
What you think about this? I've been listening to the topic of the show. Good topic with Wilder, but what you think about Keith Thurman versus Barrios? What's your grade on it?
I got Keith Thurman, man. Listen, Keith Thurman from pretty much from my city, so I'm a ride with Keith Thurman just on the strength of that alone. You know what I mean? So we need some time back. You know what I mean? I've been hard on him, but I got Keith Thurman beating on Mario Barrios. Now I don't know how is he going to look. He's been out of the ring for, as a matter of fact, Corey, I think he's been out of the ring for 2.5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm saying.
So
yeah, that's scary. Is y'all gonna have a fight? You think y'all gonna have a fight in Florida?
No. I don't. You know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on, brother. Let me pull up the PBC website, Premier Boxing Champions.
Okay. Let
me pull that up. Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. They're not showing Keith Thurman yet. Keith Thurman. Okay, they haven't updated on their website, but from what I'm seeing, it's the fight has been confirmed according to reports from Michael Benson. The fight has been confirmed, but they have not. Okay, wait a minute. Mike Coppinger. Okay, Mike Coppinger is the one that reported it. Yeah, Mike. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Pretty good.
Here you go. He said, yeah, Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios have struck a deal for welterweight on January 29th. Thurman's first fight since July 2019. So yeah, that's 2.5 years. After the Manny Pacquiao fight, Barrios climbed 147 pounds. Okay, so so Barrios is not a true 147 pounder. So basically, they're like, okay, Keith, we're gonna ease you back in there. They said that we're gonna ease you back in there. You know what I mean? Hold on. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Let me get this here. Hey, okay. So dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, did you look at the articles I sent you? Yeah, I got it. I got the article. I got it. I got it up right now, but I'm not gonna go over it today. The reason I'm not gonna go over it today because I want to say that in the cut. So when my detractors come after me, you gotta always have. I'm playing chess with these guys. She say lots of turkey and cranberry sauce in those years. Y'all playing chess with these guys. I'm playing chess. They playing spades. So thank you for sending me that, my brother. I got it. I'm gonna say that in the cut. But yeah, the fight has been official. It doesn't say exactly where it's going to be at yet, though.
Yeah, hopefully it's in Florida, man. You can go there. We check you out there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter even if it's not in Florida. It don't matter where it's at. I'll go to that fight. I didn't get a chance to go to. I only went to one fight this year. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to a lot of fights next year. Next year,
you definitely ain't going to that Ortiz fight.
Oh hell no! No, I ain't going to that shit. No, hell no. No, I ain't doing it. I'm not going. Hey, listen, Corey. I'm not going to that Ortiz fight, man. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. And that's right. And that's right here where I'm at, pretty much. You know what I mean? I ain't going to that Ortiz fight. I ain't going, bro. I ain't going to that. I'll be honest with you, man. I can't do it, man. Hey, but Corey, thank you for calling in, my brother, man. We got other calls calling. Thank you so much, my brother.
All right, peace.
Hey, let's give my brother Corey, man. Hold on, let's get these a round of applause. Give Corey a round of applause, man. Yeah, shout out to the brothers out there in Texas, man. Listen, shout out to them Texas boys, man. Let's see. December the 11th. You know, I'm happy this weekend, guys. I'm happy this weekend. So, you know, this all the fights that we have coming up on December the 11th. I'm really happy about that. Vasily Lomachenko. We have Conor Benn versus Chris Aguirre. We have Katie Taylor versus Sharapova. We have Sonny Edwards. We have a fight in Dubai that Richard Schaefer is putting together. We have Dmitry Bivol fighting in Russia against Umar Salamov. We have Vasily Lomachenko versus Richard Comey. That's a good undercard. We also have Nonito Donaire versus Raymond Garballo. You know what I mean? So that we got some good fights coming up Saturday, man. And a lot of you guys are going to have good memories of Wilder once he retires. Once they go to talking about retiring and stuff like that, and they accomplish everything that they set to accomplish in life, that's pretty much the writing on the wall, to be honest with you. Shout out to Southpaw Killer. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, why are the aerosexuals mad he ain't get the Ugas? I thought it was strap season, not strap-on season. Man, I don't know, man. Bro, they call them aerosexuals for a reason. They're gonna, bro, let me tell you something. The raft that I got from the Wildettes, I'm gonna get that same raft from the aerosexuals. I'm gonna get that same raft. I'm going out of my way to piss them off. I'm going out of my way to piss them off, bro. You know, it don't take much for me, though. They call me a super troll over there, and they right. I am a super troll. Yes, I am. I'm a professional. I'm the one who the trolls come to when they want to learn how to troll. Hell, listen. Let me tell you something. My troll game is so strong that I remember a member of Deontay Wilder's team reached out to me. I remember the video. It was a video that Wilder was bench pressing 315 pounds. And his form and technique was all off, and it was really bad. And I didn't think that he received a really good spot. And I had people, and I dropped the classic video, a live show as well. And I'm not gonna say the brother's name, but he's a good brother. He's a really good brother. I'm not gonna say his name. He's a good brother. I don't have anything bad to say about the brother, but they reached out to me. Reached out to me, reached out to my DMs on Instagram, and I called the brother on the phone and we talked and whatnot. And I have his number right now to this day. So yeah, man. It is what it is, man. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have some fun. Ready to talk a little shit, jump on out there, man. He said, Coach, if you see any Arrow fan, I'm slapping them on sight. There's nothing wrong with the Errol Spence fans. There's nothing wrong with the Errol Spence fans at all. There's nothing wrong with them at all. The Errol Spence fans are fine. There's nothing wrong with Deontay Wilder fans. There's nothing wrong with Terrence Crawford fans. There's nothing wrong with Tyson Fury fans. There's nothing wrong with Anthony Joshua fans. There's nothing wrong with Teofimo Lopez fans. There's nothing wrong with fans, Lomachenko fans. The problem is, what's wrong is these fighters have they have fanboys, and the fanboys, they take shit very, very personal. They really, really, really like, when you get paid, I get paid. This my fighter. He's mine. You better agree with me on everything about my fighter. You better not criticize my fighter. Like these guys have bad days. If someone say anything about them, just imagine how their day gonna be like when I drop this ether. They're treating Ugas like a tune-up, shaking my head but scared to fight Bud, and start talking about the eye and car crash and other side of the street. Yeah, this is the axiom says Errol has no excuse. Crawford can't be made now, no problem. Yeah, no other side of the street, no Bob Arum, none of that. Al Heyman, he's supposed to be the power broker in the sport of boxing, right? So Al Heyman should be able to make that happen. He's the guy, Mr. Call Al, right? Right? That's what they say, right? So he says Philly Fly say they act like their name is Al Heyman. Yeah, they never even met Al Heyman, don't even know what he looked like outside of a picture, and don't even know what his voice sound like. You know what I mean? But he said I'm a born again troll. It's fun trolling. It's fun trolling. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun trolling. So I get the trolls. It's fun trolling. It really is. You know what I mean? I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best listen, top 5 dead or alive. He said young Pseudo never knew what he was talking about. Nah, young Pseudo, and that's what they call young Pharaoh in the conscious community, young Pseudo. That Unc called him that. That came from Unc, from the Army Raw Squad. That came from Unc, young Pseudo. Yeah. And young Pseudo is not even a part of the conscious community anymore. I think he don't mess with black women anymore, and he think he dates a white woman now. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just showing you, like, a lot of these guys, what they say and what they are is what they say on camera and what they really are is two different things. A lot of these guys, right? A lot of these guys, you know what I mean? But hey, my motto, man. If they hate you, make them hate you. Shout out to Miss Sexy. She's in the building. Someone said Miss Sexy. I think that's Monica's sister. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich.
Hey,
And shout out to the Queen, Miss Sexy. Oh, she says, "Hey, Coach." She say, "Hey, Coach. Love and blessings. Hi, everyone." Shout out to Miss Sexy and shout out to Monica and shout out to the Queen Nick Rich as well. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365, Lisa Bells, the Queen Lisa Bells, the Queen Karma Serene, and the Queen Lady Shan. So, shout out to you as well. Let's see, G Garcia. Let's see what he say. He says, shout out to UGC Flame, man. The boys over there, UGC Flame. Shout out to my brother Retro Boston and Documentaries, my brother Blood, right here in Florida with me. Shout out to my main man, Ring IQ, man, Julius. Yeah, I love Ring IQ, man. That dude editing skills is sick. You know, he's funny. He's funny as hell. He's a Capricorn. He's funny as hell. He's funny as hell. To me, guys, let me be honest with you, guys. I don't take none of this shit. When I be clowning and roasting, it is what it is. It's just a clown, a roast, jokes, and that's it. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. I don't get into that. You see what I'm saying? But them aerosexuals, boy, this is your heart, right? I'm coming for your heart. Arrow, come out to play. Arrow, come out to play. Yeah, man, that boy got to lead a witness protection program, boy. Yeah. I see the narratives that's being pushed. I am an anti-narrative channel. I see the narratives that's being pushed. I know the channels that's pushing them. I will respond to those narratives. I'm going to debunk those narratives. Shout out to my brother Retro Boston and Documentaries. I am going to debunk those narratives. I'm going to debunk those narratives. I'm going for your heart. This guy is your heart right here. I'm going to snatch it right out of your goddamn chest. And I have plenty of material to do it. He said, "We Capricorn people don't give a fuck." Yeah, no, we don't give two fucks, bro. We really don't, bro. Kyle ain't got no roof. He says, Coach is good. He the only one who recognizes me and my sister. He is good. Yeah. Monica, much love to you and your sister, Monica. I really appreciate. We don't disrespect any women over here. We don't attack any women over here. You know, I'm very opinionated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very opinionated. You know, I have a very strong character. To be honest with you. But I don't believe in attacking women and children. I lived in a shelter for battered women and children myself, right? And so I'm very sensitive when it comes to women and children. We don't attack women and children. I see some women on other dudes like these other YouTube channels platforms. They be cursing the women out, calling them bitchs and hoes and just. I'm like, bro, like some of these dudes like, bro, like it's just some lines you don't cross. I don't cross those lines. I don't cross those lines. I'm just gonna lie. I don't cross the disrespecting women and children line. I don't do that. You say, "Come on, Spence. Don't go out like that, man." No, listen, bro. I gotta get. I'm warming them up because I know they're gonna drop some more content. I know who the channels is. It's 3 channels. I know they're gonna drop some more content. They're gonna say this and say that. They're gonna jump their ass. Well, they already don't jump out the window, but they're gonna jump their ass out the window some more. And then when they jump out the window, help. Yeah, man. I am not playing with these guys. It's just fun. I like having fun. I'm not gonna lie. I like to laugh. I like to joke, live life. Because I've been so bitter and angry for so many years. When I was when I was in the Nation of Islam and I had so much hatred in my heart. And I learned that from my mother, to be honest with you. But I had so much hatred in my heart, for white people. That I didn't and I used to laugh a lot then too, but now I'm just really enjoying life. I snapped out of that shit like 6 years ago. I'm good now. My mental health is back. My mental health is back, and now I'm getting the heat from on YouTube. I'm getting the heat from people who look like me. And they say what they say. I say what I say, and that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to the Queen. Hold on, Queen. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Oh, Bless, that was you? Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Bless, I forgot. I remember someone saying that, but I forgot it was you. She said, "Hey, Coach, I remember when I first stumbled on your show. I was like, damn your pay." And you was like, yes, that's me. I'm petty. Yeah. Hey, Bless. Hey.
True.
I can't lie. I'm the guilty. I'm petty as hell. I'm petty as hell. I'm petty. You know, I'm a super troll. I would troll your ass to oblivion. You know, yeah, that's true. I'm petty and a troll. I'm petty and I would troll their ass to oblivion, bro. And I love it. You know, you ain't gonna, hey, not gonna lie. Listen, Bless, I'm like this here. I'm the dude who, I gotta get the last lick. You know what I mean? You know how you was growing up, you was a kid, and like someone, you just can't let it go? Like, I'm that guy. If somebody did something to me, I can't let that go. I can't let that go till I get my get back. Nah, we ain't squashing shit. You know what I mean? He said, we can see your heart, coach. It speaks for itself. That's one of the gifts God gave you. Yes, yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm shout out to the queen, Miss Sexy. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. You hit me 2 times, I gotta hit you 3 times. You know what I mean? You say some slick shit, I say some slick shit. You know what I mean? You talk trash, I talk trash. That's me. I'm petty. I ain't gonna lie. I'm petty, dog. I'm petty. I need some help in that department, but it is what it is. He said, good for it. He said, but I don't think the fight would be made unless they figure out the money. Yeah, I mean, that's Al Heyman's job. That's Al Heyman's job. And check this out. Hey, Damien, remember I was telling you about these fanagers, right? These fanagers. Yeah, listen, they got some dudes, they like, listen, man, in order for this fight to happen, this Crawford's going to have to take 30%, the other guy going to have to take 70%, and this is how the numbers break down, and this is why. And I'm like, dude, that ain't your job. You see what I'm saying? It ain't my job to sit back and say, especially when the people who are involved in making the decisions, you know what I mean? They are the ones that are going to have to do that. You see what I'm saying? But me as a YouTuber, a content creator, because that's all we are, guys. We're content creators. That's it. We're YouTube content creators who our niche is the sport of boxing. Our niche is the sport of boxing. That's who we are. You see what I'm saying? That's it. I'm not a fanager. I don't own the PBC. You know, hey, but this guy pay-per-view numbers didn't look good, and that guy did this, and yada yada, and you know, and see this fight, and see the reason why, you know, they want to be fanagers, matchmakers, promoters, you know, and then they want to cap for the fighter who they like the most, and you know, sneak this. They want to sneak this on the other fighter, you know, Wakanda, power to the people, but they sneak this in people who look like, you know, just others. I ain't in all that. I ain't in all. You know, talking, you know, I'm just saying, like, I don't get this shit. I just don't get it. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. She said, I hear you. I have a hard time with slick talk. Oh yeah, hey, Nick. Hey, shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich. Hey, okay. And I'm very sarcastic. Oh, I'm very sarcastic. Listen, I am fluent in sarcasm. You see what I'm saying? I speak Spanish. I read, write, speak, and spell Spanish. You know, I speak English, and I speak fluent sarcasm. You know what I mean? I am very sarcastic. And I don't mean to be, but I'm always saying some sarcastic, slick shit. Some, you know how it is. You know how I do it. So I say it so much that I don't even notice I be saying it sometimes. You know, I always say like, yeah, okay, you know, like, well, hey, how do you turn on the computer? Well, damn, man, all you had to do was just lift the computer up and push the button. You see, it's right there. You know, just little shit like that. You know what I mean? I do it so much. You know what I mean? I'm petty and sarcastic. That's true. That's my character. Petty and sarcastic. Shout out to Southpaw Killer. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Southpaw Killer say, right, them dudes don't turn from lawyers to accountants. Man, they don't broke down the percentage splits. They know what's in the contract. They yeah, man, see what it was. See this word right here, this is a legal term. See right here, right? They said they had to amend this particular contract because see Crawford, what he did, this is the percentage splits. Now he got his bag over there, he got his money over there with Top Rank, but really they had lost so much money over there, they were losing money. So now when he go get with, you know, he's in order for that fight to happen, he's gonna have to join the PBC, he's gonna have to pledge allegiance to the PBC, he's gonna have to take the back end money, he's gonna have to let Al Heyman handle all of his finances. He's going to have to allow Al Heyman to give him an allowance like he has a lot of the other PBC fighters. He's going to have to allow Al Heyman to invest his money in some junk bonds and stuff like that. And don't audit the books. Just make sure that, you know, whatever he tells you, we run with that. And they're like, they bro, like, whoa, I'm like, damn, these guys, how they know all this shit from their living room? or their basement or their office. Like I'm in my office in my house, right? You know, I got a big house. So I'm in my office in my house. You know, I got you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like these dudes here, man. Damn. You know, yeah, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Graham Taylor says, Coach has a degree in yamadology. I had no boys on the line. You know, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, this the way the fight need to be. Like, I'm not into that. All I know is I want to see the fight. I want the fight to happen. That's it. I want the fight to happen. So I get the narrative that's being pushed now. You know, Crawford don't want the fight. He running, he ducking, he really just talking. Yada. Listen, I get your angle. I promise you, I'm going to respond to this stuff. I'm gonna see, can we get this fight to go on? You know, my troll spidey senses have been activated. I'm really finna piss these guys off. Oh, I'm really finna piss them off. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Just having fun. He said, Fanon said, if Bud don't take 30%, he ducking. Oh, man. My brother. Yes. Yes. Philly Fly. Yes, man. Yes. Paul CX says, arguing percentages in a fight that will put you over as a star if you win one is the most historic division. Is the most historic divisions. Pathetic reality. Really. Bro, it's like these dudes, they go to making up all kind of, you know, these dudes are accountants, financial advisors, they managers, they promoters, you know, they the referees, they the judges. Like, I'm like, God damn, my nigga, you just a YouTuber like me. I am nothing but a YouTuber. These other guys are nothing but YouTubers. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. We are not celebrities. We're not none of that shit. We just some niggas some old dudes who say, you know what, man, let me just sit in front of this camera, get a microphone and talk and see who gonna like my voice or not. That's pretty much it. You know, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? You know, Damien Bennett said, he said, but Fanon had a good argument. Yeah. I believe that. I believe that brother had a good, I didn't see it, you know, see what he's talking about, but I believe that brother had a good argument. But my whole point is, you know, that's not my argument to have. You see what I'm saying? Like, to have a good argument, that's one thing. But then for me to go forward and say, hey, well, this is the only way it's going to work, and this guy has to do this. No. That's Al Heyman's job. If Al Heyman want to make that fight, he can make that fight because Bob Arum's not in the way and the other side of the street is gone. That's Al Heyman's job. That, you know, that's not my job to make an argument for how the fight can happen. Because guess what? I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. You know, want to know why I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about? Because I haven't talked to Al Heyman. I haven't talked to Sam Watkins. I haven't talked to people who are going to be involved in the negotiations. I haven't talked to Kinahan, Terrence Crawford's new manager out there from MTK Global. These are the guys who really know what's going on. Me sitting on the camera on YouTube, I can sit here and make an argument all day, but what is it based on, right? I may know business and I may say this is what I know what's going on, but as it relates to this particular situation, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because the only people who really know what it's going to take to make this fight happen is Al Heyman, maybe Sam Watkins, maybe Kinahan, PBC team, and Crawford's team. And we're not privy to that information. So everything else is just speculation, and that's all. That's all. It said Roberto Flack said, who else is Spence realistically going to fight that'll be as big monetarily or historically for his career than Crawford at the moment? We gotta take the fanboy stuff out of here. Man, you know what, man, bro? The lines have been drawn. Listen, the lines have been drawn in the sand. Remember I told you guys this. Check this out. Remember I told you guys this. Now you guys gave me the names of all of the fanboy names, right? So now, since I've been on YouTube, these are the eras that I've been through. Since I've been on YouTube, I've been through the Wildettes era, right? I got a whole lot of attacks from them, right? And then I went through the Gypsy Queen era. I went through that. The Wildettes are Wilder fanboys. not fans, fanboys. The Gypsy Queens are Tyson Fury's fanboys, not fans, right? I've been through, currently going through the Bud Sexuals right now. I've been through the PBC D Riders. I'm still going through the Heyman Knights. This is what I'm going through right now. I got the Heyman Knights after coming, I got the Heyman Knights. They sneak this and saying little stuff, dropping, attacking another black fighter, and I'm going to, that's how they want to do it, so be it. You have the PBC D Riders. You have the PBC fanboys, D Riders, and we have the aerosexuals. So these guys are those channels have been very, very active in destroying trying to tear down another well-melanated brother. In the nation, when I was in the nation, guys, true story. When I was in the nation, I won't mention the brother's name, but this brother was very, very dark-skinned. And in the nation, we always, treated the brother, the dark-skinned brother very, very, well. The reason why we did that was because, colorism is real in the black community. So colorism is real. And, the brother used to get all kind of like, shots and stuff at him. And so we used to always, I'm not going to say the brother's name, but, we used to always, in the mosque, we used to always, uplift the brother, big up the brother. Our minister at the time, James Muhammad at the time, he used to always talk about, about the melanated man and stuff like that and yada, yada, yada. So, that kind of touches me a little bit. That kind of touches me a little bit. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I'm not going to lie, but it's just my experience, coming up, from when I went through when I was in the mosque. We talking about like 92, 93, 94. I think that brother was still in. Yeah, he was still in the fold at that time. 94, 95. We went to the Million Man March. All that stuff. That brother's a real good brother. Very peaceful brother. Very peaceful brother. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, I went to the Cinnabons, the Teal Females. Now I'm going the 10Ks ain't really that bad, to be honest with you. But right now I'm currently dealing with the PBC fanboys, PBC D Rider / fanboys, and the aerosexuals. I'm going 21 gun salute at the aerosexuals. I'm going at them pretty. I'm gonna go at them pretty strong. I'm start some shit over there. No, I can't start it. It's already been started. So the lines have been drawn in the sand already. So the lines have been drawn in the sand. It is what it is, guys. So it is what it is. Everybody's they taking sides. They taking sides. So they taking their sides. I'm gonna take my side. Let's see who can make the funniest. Who can put on the Oh, this is my brother here, man. Shout out to my main man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Even though I know who this is, but
Sheldon, man, what's happening, homeboy?
Sheldon, what's going on, fam?
I was just listening to you, man, and you was naming all the reasons and the whys and the debates and how everybody knows everything, but you forgot the fact that the reason Bud don't want to fight is because he from Omaha, Nebraska, and by Earl being a real hood nigga from Dallas, it makes Terrence afraid, so he don't want to smoke. You forgot that part.
Yeah. I got something for that. I got something for that. Boy.
I mean, these guys are crazy, man. I mean, like you said, you hit the nail right on the head, brother. How do you know everything that's going on inside of the PBC offices from your mama's basement? How does that work?
Yeah. This person here said, Candace Slim said, I think Bud would take 40% when real negotiations start. This is the thing, right? This is another thing, Candace Slim. Fighters don't make offers on Twitter. Fighters don't make offers talking to niggas on YouTube, with YouTube channels who cap for you. The last time I checked, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they don't write contracts, they don't create contracts. Every contract that's done for a fight is going to come from Al Heyman. So all this shit that's going on YouTube and stuff, well, this how the fight really gonna happen and stuff like that. Niggas sound smart, they sound smart, but that no, man. You ain't in the office. You don't know what the hell going on. You on the outside looking in like I'm on the outside looking in. He said you can't argue with the pay-per-view numbers and accolades don't pay bills. Yeah. But
by their logic, if Errol and Terrence can make the fight, what do they need teams and advisors and managers for? They don't need all that.
They don't
they
need
can
all
just call each other and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give, and I'm gonna give you this. I got all the money set up. I got the site fee paid. I got the venue picked. I can do all that myself. I don't need nobody to do that for me, according to them. So,
Right.
what's the point of having an Al Heyman or Bob Arum or Daniel Kinahan or any goddamn body? You can do it yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the guys who are responsible for making this happen, that's their job. It ain't my job to sit here and say, oh, well, like that brother said, well, you can't argue the numbers. See, his pay-per-view numbers ain't looking good. Okay, you saying all that to say what? So basically what he's saying is your pay-per-view numbers ain't looking good. So what I'm saying is what he should do is take the 30% or take this percent, because based on the numbers, see, now you're getting into fanager stuff and promoters. You're getting into shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, and you don't know what Al Heyman is willing to do, won't do, what they can work out. We don't know none of that shit. We just a bunch of dudes
Well,
who
they got a direct line to Al, Coach. They got a direct line to Al. They got a direct line to Bob, and they talk to him on the day. That's the only reason why they can put this information out, correct?
Yeah, exactly. These dudes, like, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys some real shit. Don't listen to content creators who's trying to tell you how fights should get made and what needs to be done and who should take what split. Them niggas don't know shit. They sitting at home, shooting, making content every day, talking about some shit they have no idea about. The reason why I say that, if they don't have Al Heyman's number, they haven't talked to him, you don't know what's in Al Heyman's mind, unless, you don't know none of that stuff. This is the guy who tells his fighters what to do. He tells them, look, you're going to fight this guy. This how much you're going to get paid. And hey, you're going to fight this guy. This how much you're going to get paid. And they follow orders. This is what it is, right? So all this other shit, I ain't getting all that. That ain't my job. I just want to see the damn fight.
Fact. That's all we want.
That's it.
We want to see the two best guys that are in the division from the eye test. These are the two best guys. We want to see them getting on so we can see who's the number one guy.
Right.
Hey, Coach. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I love what's going on with the show.
Yes, sir.
You're growing exponentially.
Yes, sir.
Proud of you, brother. And I'll holler at you soon, yeah?
All right, yes, sir. Shout out to my brother, man, Shelton out there in LA, man. Shout out to my brother, man, Shelton out there in LA, man. Yeah, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, hold on, I'm finna show you guys something. Let's go over here. I want to show you. I told you guys we had something called the 15 Commandments, right? The 15 Commandments. And I'm true to these 15 commandments. They are on my community tab. Go to the community tab. Guys, and you'll be able to see it, right? And I'm going to show you right now. One of the, let me go ahead and blow this up. And I want you, like I'm sticking to the commandments. Right? I believe in these commandments. I'm sticking to the commandments, right? And I'm gonna show it to you right now. Commandments, number 2. Here it goes right here. The 15 commandments from the Holy Book of the Boxing Gods. We are the only channel that came up with this. So, this is what our subscribers believe in, right? Thou shalt not, that's number 2. Thou shalt not fanboy for any fighter, right? Thou shalt not deride for a promotional company or a promoter. You see a lot of that going on from certain channels. They be on PBC and Al Heyman nutsacks hard. From home. They have a camera in front of them and a microphone like I have in front of me with ring lights around them. And these guys are, like, you would think that they getting a percentage of the goddamn money, right? Another one too. Number 7. Thou shalt not pocket watches a fighter's money. These guys get on YouTube. Oh man, shit. What's the name? He getting paid such and such, and my fighter getting paid more money than that fighter. So shit, because he got bad pay-per-view numbers, which is true. Terrence Crawford did have bad pay-per-view numbers. I can't deny that. You are right about that. He does sell out venues. He can sell out Omaha, Nebraska. Him and Sean Porter had a really good turnout at their fight, so that was pretty good. But his situation was a little different. But that ain't my job to sit back and say, oh, well, you know what, Errol, you know, he betted on himself and he get money on the back end, and Crawford decided to take guaranteed money, so he messed his situation up. Okay, what does that have to do with what's going on right now? Well, Bo Mack said this, and yeah, what does that have to do with what's going on right now today? Why is the fight not happening right now? Oh man, well, he got to be realistic and see what it is. See, he got to go ahead and take, he got to take 80-20. He got to take 70-30, 30% of this and that, because what's the name, the big fish? See, these no. See, right now you pocket watching. Thou shalt not pocket watch another fighter's money. Thou shalt not be a promoter of any fighter. So you see some promoting going on. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not be a fanager of any fighter. You see some fanagers going on right now. You see commandment number 4 being violated. Thou shalt not capeth for a particular fighter, promotional company, promotional company. So commandment number 4 being violated off the rip, right? And then you got these fanagers. Commandment number 5 being violated. Commandment number 6 is being violated, right? Commandment number 7, thou shalt not pocket watcheth a fighter's money. That's being violated. You see what I'm saying? You know, you see, commandment number 9 is being violated. Anytime you got a channel that's consistently talking about one fighter, and they try to disrespect them and say all kind of stuff, they say, thou shalt not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. They are so emotionally invested in the fighter that they love that they feel it's their need to go out on the attack another fighter, when the fighter that they love will not piss on them if they was on fight. What Errol Spence eat don't make you shit. You know what I mean? What Errol Spence eat don't make you shit. You know what I mean? Cut it out, man. Cut it out. But I got something for you. I might as well do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Might as well. Shit. I ain't got nothing else better to do. My troll game is on fleek right now. Let's see. What the other one is, man. Look, number 12. Thou shalt not speaketh of back end money. They talking about the back end money now. We getting more money over here and this and that and yada 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 yada. You know, so this is what's going on, right? This is what's going on. I ain't into all that. That ain't my goddamn job. Our job as boxing fans, we want to see the goddamn fight. Who sold what? Who sold what? Who drinking what? Who got the biggest chain, the biggest ice? You know, how much money he getting on the back end, and this and that, and what tax bracket he in, and Al Heyman this and Al Heyman that. These niggas talk like they represent like they representatives of Al Heyman and Spence and all this stuff there. Like, nigga, you at home shooting the videos like I'm doing. How you know all this shit? I ain't got no receipts on nothing. No receipts. None. Not a receipt of the first. Sources say. Sources say now. Well, what's the source? What's the primary? I was on a debate team in high school, right? And when I was in the Nation of Islam, anytime we do research, I was always taught that, hey, fine, go to the primary source of information. What's the primary, right? That's what's the primary? You know what I mean? If you can't tell me the primary, because I want to know the primary. If you tell me something, I want to know, okay, where did you get that from? Do you have anything that I can see tangible that I can look at? Right? I'm not just going to take what you say. Don't just take what I say. Do your research on it. Anytime I tell you some guys, I show you the receipts. I give you the links to the video. Well, this is where this came from. This information came from. And they got it from this guy. And this is what they're saying. Now, I may not agree with it, but this is what it is. And that's all it is, man. It ain't my job to be no goddamn promoter, fanager, talking about back end money. Like, all these commandments is being broken right now. See, those guys they can't be a part of this community because they breaking all the goddamn commandments. I don't give a damn. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are both multi-millionaires. Crawford just got $6 million on his last fight. He had a net worth of $8 million. He probably gonna have a net worth of probably over $10 million when they update all information. Errol Spence got a net worth of about $8-9 million, and when he hasn't had a fight in a year, when he probably over a year, and once he have a fight again, then Probably about a year right now, right? About a year. Once he have a fight again, then he gonna have a net worth a little bit more. So listen, I don't get no money from Terrence Crawford. The nigga don't get me write me a check, and Errol Spencer write me a check. But these other niggas, they act like I guess they think that Errol writing them checks. I call them Errol-sexuals because that's what they are. And this what get me with these guys. These dudes are grown as old men. I'm in my 40s. These guys are in their 40s like me. It amazes me. But I'm going to piss a lot of those Errol-sexuals off. I promise you. Tomorrow, more than likely tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Got everything locked and loaded. So we just gonna just give them a little taste of what's coming. Arrow, come out to play. Arrow, come out to play. Yeah, Carl ain't got no roof, man. I ain't playing with these dudes. Carl ain't got no roof, man. I'm not playing. He say, don't forget the superstar box. Oh yeah. This fighter's a superstar. He's this, he's that. I'm like, dude, I don't care nothing about none of that shit. When these fighters get paid, when they buy their Lambos, when they riding in suicide, when they got a car with suicide doors, and they buying their ice, and they riding their private jets that the company's paying for, I ain't getting none of that shit. So I have no reason to be emotionally invested into none of these goddamn fighters. But I do want to see the fight. Why? Because I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. So, nah, man, but, nah. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. But anyways, guys, look here, man. We're going to have a damn good show tomorrow, man. I want to give everybody a round of applause, and I'm going to give everybody a shout out. You know how we do it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Hey, guys, don't forget, the 10 Commandments is right here. Sorry about that. The 15 Commandments right here is on my community tab. The 15 Commandments from the Holy Book of the Boxing Gods. Please, you can make a copy of it. It's right here. If you have any fanboys that you're looking to try to reform, if you see anybody breaking any of these commandments, you see what I'm saying? You let them know, dog. You're breaking the commandments, dog. You're breaking the commandments of the boxing gods. That ain't what you're doing right now. You're being a fanager right now. What you're doing right now, you're talking about back end money. You violated commandment number 12. You see what I'm saying? Right now, you violating commandment number 5, 7. You violating commandment number 4. You violating commandment number 12. You breaking damn that about 5, 6 commandments off the rip. You breaking these commandments, and we can't have that, man. This is the code we live by. So when y'all ask me about the code, coach, you got to be on code, and you're a coon, you're a sellout, you're Uncle Tom. This is the code I'm on. I am on the code of the 15 commandments of the boxing gods. Y'all ain't got no commandments. So this is my code. Anything that falls out of line with these 15 commandments, I do not identify with. Anything that falls out of line with these 15 commandments, I do not identify with. This is my code. This is my code right here. And we created this together when we did the Devin Haney. We went live on the Devin Haney, JoJo Diaz fight. All of the subscribers and the people who was watching was there. We put these commandments together, of some of them, and then I went ahead and put the rest in there. This is my code. The 15 commandments of the Holy Book of the Boxing Gods. When you're dealing in the sport of boxing, they need to learn these codes. And if they breaking any of these codes, you automatically know they're a fanboy. You automatically know. If they break any of these codes, they automatically know they're a fanboy. You see what I'm saying? Sunday, shout out to the Queen Monica. She says, Coach, I think they need to repeat. Monica said, I think they need to repeat. True. But hey, Monica, we're going to have church Sunday. The great pastor, Reverend Abernathy, he will be here. And that is the day that the fanboys can come. And if they want to pause, and if they want to be cleansed of their fanboy ways, Reverend Abernathy will drop the word from the boxing, the word from the boxing guys, and we gonna cleanse them. We gonna work with them, but they gotta come as they are. They gotta come. That's what we gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, let's give everybody a shout out. Let's give everybody a round of applause. And we gotta salute the women first. Shout out to the queen. Shout out to the queen sexy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the queen sexy. Shout out to the queen Miss Sexy. Sorry about that. Shout out to the queen Monica Silver. Shout out to the queen Bless 365. Shout out to the queen Lady Shan. Shout out to the queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to the queen Nick Rich. Shout out to the queen Lil Green Eyes P. And if there are any other women that I am forgetting, I do apologize. We want to try to give a shout out to the women first. Shout out to my brother, man, Retro Boss in the Documentaries, my brother Blood. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to let's get the callers. Shout out to who called in today. Shout out to Troy from B-More who called. Shout out to Joe from Boston who called twice. Shout out to my brother Corey from Texas. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. And salute to everyone who's watching this podcast on Facebook and Twitter as well. We're going to start streaming, going live on Instagram as well. We're going to start doing that. I don't know why I have not been doing that. I can just have the camera sitting right here streaming live on Instagram. So I'm going to start doing that as well. Shout out to Roberto Flack. Is that Roberto? Yeah, Roberto Flack. Shout out, as a matter of fact, let's take the number down. Shout out to Roberto Flack. Shout out to Andy C. Shout out to my brother Halim. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich, if I forgot you. Shout out to DC Nardo. Shout out to Vic 76. Shout out to let's see who else we have in the building. Vic 76. Hold on, guys. Shout out to Vic 76. Shout out to my brother Charlo in the building. Shout out to Ray Pack's trucking company. Shout out to Best Life. Shout out to Best Life. Shout out to 1-900 Hustler. Shout out to Open There. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Caesar Rojas. Shout out to Andy C. Shout out to George H in the building. Shout out to Theo Ryan. What's happening? Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Candy Slim 101, 501. Shout out to LOC. What up, Lo? Shout out to Moody Trey Weather. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Paul Evans. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to Hector Garcia. What the lick read, baby? Shout out to Derek Curry. Shout out to the Queen Monica Silva. Shout out to the Queen's Miss Sexy as well. Shout out to the Queen Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to Danny Drew. Shout out to Jay Smooth in the building. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to let me go down now. Let me go down now. I had started up, now I got to come down, guys. Shout out to who else we have in the building. Shout out to Jams. Shout out to Danny Drew. Shout out to my brother Damian Bennett. Shout out to James Hickey. Shout out to UGC Flame in the building. Shout out to my main man Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh as well. Shout out to Steve Kim as well. And the 3 Knockdown Road podcast with Mario Lopez and Steve Kim. Shout out to them as well. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Please subscribe. Shout out to Slick Rick in the building. Slick Rick in the house. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Philly Fly, my brother Philly Fly in the building from the UK. Shout out to everybody in the UK with the AK, man. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Terry. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, brother. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Andy C. Shout out to who else we have? Fanboy Killer. What's going on, fam? Shout out to AJ Fanboy as well. And shout out to DC Nardo. Shout out to Wendell Jackson. Shout out to Opender. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Steven 47. Shout out to the Queen Monica Silva once again. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to Andy C. Shout out to Gambit. Shout out to Mexican Silverback. Shout out to who else we have in the building, guys. I think I got everybody. Shout out to the Philly, what you say, Philly Natic. Oh, Philly Natic. Shout out to Philly Natic.
Okay.
Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. Shout out to H. Adon. Shout out to Paul CX. Shout out to who else we have in the building. Shout out to Frankie. What's going on, fam? Okay. Let's see. Shout out to DC Nardo. Shout out to shout out to Paul Evans. For dropping that quarter of a pound on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
$5
Super
pound.
chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Paul Evans for dropping that $5 pound on your boy. Shout out to AV Sound. Shout out to Zoe Santos. He said you in all all kinds of violations. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's the code I'm on. The code right there. You can keep your race hustling, the race baiting. I don't care about none of that. I don't do skin color politics. I did that for 25 years. It's not a good. I was in a bad place in my life. I'm not there anymore. I don't do any of that. Right now, I focus on the sport of boxing. That's the code I'm on. The 15 commandments of the Holy Book of the Boxing Gods. Shout out to Jay Smooth once again. Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to Monica Silva, the Queen Monica Silva, the Queen Nick Rich, the Queen Miss Sexy. I see all of the women are lined up together. The Queen Bless 365. The Queen Nick. I said the Queen Nick Rich again. Let's see. Shout out to Adrian. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Boxing Purses. Shout out to Slim Reaper. My brother Arthur Hawkins from B-More. Shout out to Danny Drew. Shout out to David Martinez. Shout out to Best Life. Zoe Santos. Okay, we're reloaded. I think I got everybody. If I forgot you, man. Oh, yeah, shout out to Wayne Love Peacock, man. Graham Taylor, what's going on, fam? Let's see. Shout out to Kid Top Skull. Shout out to Ian Campbell, Zoe Santos, Nelly Content in Entertainment. And I think that's it. I got everybody. Other than that, that's it. This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. New Media Today, USA Boxing. Listen, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be here. And we going live for the fight. We're going live for the fight Saturday as well. Other than that, see you guys tomorrow, man. Salute to Spotify, who listen to this podcast on Spotify. Salute to Amazon Music. Salute to Facebook, Twitter, everyone who's watching this podcast. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my logo, guys. You know my saying. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.